Good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to Rogues Gallery Live. Like I said, everybody, welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. My name is Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector, and this is episode 121. This is Viewer Appreciation Night, and we're also going to, of course, do our collecting news and picks. But basically, tonight is where you run the show. I have a topic on standby, but I wanted to let you guys do the show. Sometimes I do these live streams by myself or with Eric or Jeff or somebody, and we just do whatever you guys want to talk about. And I thought, well, we haven't done that in a while on Rogues Gallery, and so we'll let you guys drive the show. And then if we get to a point where no one has any other questions, then we might do a topic. But anyway. Again, everybody, welcome to the show. Right down here below me, we have Mr. Eric B. from All Things Art. How's it going, Eric?
Doing good. Hey, everybody.
In the right-hand bottom square, which is that weird? Should I switch you guys around? Like, is that better? Yeah, that's way better. Yeah. No. We also have from Secret Sanctuary, Mr. Jeff Delaney in the house. How's it going, sir?
Very well. I'm really excited. Tomorrow night, I'm finally going to see The Flash. So I'm fired up for that.
Oh, nice. That is awesome. I think we're going to go next week in IMAX, I think, sometime. So we have an event tomorrow that we're going to be at. So I'm anxious to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
For sure. Dan, of course, is not with us tonight. He had some business to take care of. And so he does, send his well wishes to everybody out there. He wishes he could be here. But instead, we have an amazing collector joining us for the very first time. If you watch any other YouTube videos, you probably have seen this guy. He's one of the hardest working guys in YouTube land. It's the everyday collector, Mr. Jonathan in the house. How's it going, sir?
Happy Wednesday, guys. Thank you for the invite. A pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Of course, we've seen you in the chat a lot, and we've seen you on other shows, so we're really excited to have you here. For those of you that maybe have not seen, maybe they've been living under a rock or something and haven't seen you on YouTube, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you collect.
Yeah, for sure. My YouTube channel is The Everyday Collector, and we host, myself and some of my closest friends, host Collectors Club every Friday, where we talk about statues and all the fun stuff in the community as well. And then you can find me on a slew of other shows like Steve's Casual Nerd Problems and a few others as well. For me personally, I've been bitten by the Prime 1 third scale bug as of late. So I've kind of been in the hobby since 2008, 2009, and was collecting primarily Hot Toys and Sideshow Comiquettes. But I've had the opportunity to jump into the Prime 1 pool, so I'm done. No more. I promise. Well, I got my last piece today.
I'm hoping I had something to do with that because I'm trying to convert as many people to Prime 1 as I can.
They are beautiful, and until you actually unbox one and have one displayed in the collection, you're missing out.
Yeah. Well, I see that you have a lot of the same pieces that I have, so you have obviously very good taste. And is third scale your favorite? Like, is that your go-to right now, or?
Yeah, for now, definitely. I can't see myself. I still appreciate quarter scale most definitely, but third scale's that honey hole for me.
Yeah, and then of course the double-edged sword, as we all know, is the space. I'm not sure how big your room is. Is it like the size of a regular bedroom, or?
So it's a whole basement. So this is probably a quarter of it.
Oh my God, you're so lucky.
Yeah, but it's an unfinished basement, so I'm put up a few fake walls, and right. This is what I have to work with for now.
But you have expanded space, which is the dream, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, again, welcome to the show. Make yourself at home, and we're glad to have you here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. So what's new, gentlemen? Anything going on in the statue collecting world this week? I know, Jeff was saying the Flash this week. Obviously, a lot of people are excited to see that. Hoping to see it next week. But what else you guys got going on? Anything new?
Same here. I'm seeing the Flash tomorrow. As far as statue, I got that Mr. Freeze exclusive in this week. The little Nora Dome. Yeah. So that arrived safely because I was worried I was going to break in transit with the glass.
I can't believe you found one, to be honest. I'm surprised. Some of those pieces that are, especially like Nora, like you just like even the Prime 1 Nora, like you just don't see it come up very often. So
Yeah.
I was really glad you found one.
I think Jeff's actually selling one. Or did you sell it already?
I did. He's already gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I shipped him out yesterday.
Yeah, Jeff had a great price on that one.
So Jeff, just since you brought it up, you are selling some premium formats currently. I know some sold, but which ones do you have available still if people are interested in?
I still have the Jason Momoa Aquaman exclusive, and I have the old Sideshow Hulk maquette based on the Avengers movie.
Yep.
And I have the Iron Man Mark 7 maquette, which is also based on one of the Avengers movies with all the great light ups.
Nice.
So those three are available. I also have stuff on my website. I have the Deadpool PF exclusive for sale and some other things. But yeah, I'm making room for Hulk.
I'm surprised
That's
Aquaman
great.
is still available. You're selling your Aquaman way less than I sold mine for, and I must have had like 10 people contact me within an hour.
Yeah, no one's even contacted me on it. I'm really surprised. It's a great piece.
Yeah, it's a great price though.
So they can reach you at Detective Comics 27. Your email address is the same, right?
It's Jeff Delaney 949 at gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook.
Never mind, I was way off. Jeff Delaney 949 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And of course on Facebook, Secret Sanctuary Facebook group as well, if you're interested. So that's exciting. I got my shipping notification. It is somewhere. I don't know where it is. It hasn't updated other than it is in transit, but I've got the Samurai Scarecrow coming.
Nice.
So that's exciting. Can't wait to get that.
So you did a member video today. You're selling a lot of pieces yourself.
Yes. I actually started doing some sale items. I've also been putting a whole bunch of stuff together because if Dan was going to be here tonight, we might have had an auction show, but Dan's going to be gone and everybody loves the stuff Dan brings out. And so I was actually going through a bunch of stuff too for the auction show. Actually, somebody suggested, they said, hey, Chris, tonight, why don't you guys each auction off one item just because we're going through auction withdrawals. So, you never know. Maybe we'll do a round of auction tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, so I am excited to, again, the reason why I'm selling is because I spent a lot of money at Fan Expo Dallas, but man, that was a lot of fun. And so I bought some original art. Jonathan, do you ever get into the art side of things also? Like, do you go like with the art prints and all that stuff?
I haven't dabbled in it yet, but
don't do it.
I have a good friend, Cece, and we call her the art print queen in the community. And she posts up such amazing pieces, like stuff that would look. Right now, I don't have walls, so I'm lucky that way.
Yeah.
But one day, hopefully, a beautiful piece of art to accompany a statue. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I agree, and it is, like I said, don't do it because it is a giant rabbit hole. But I also did. I don't think I've said it here on the channel yet. But so I posted in the group that I've got a Jim Lee original now and a Sean Murphy, and I bought some this weekend at Fan Expo Dallas. And I also spent again quite a bit of money. And the reason why it hurt so bad at Fan Expo Dallas is because I won an auction on eBay the same day, and I'm like, oh no! But I got an original Neil Adams.
Nice.
Nice.
So that arrives Friday, so I'm really excited. I think I'm going to do like an art print video or like an original art video just so people could see kind of what I'm talking about and what I've acquired. So again, it's a whole new rabbit hole that I'm getting into. It's a dangerous rabbit hole though, that's for sure.
Wait, so tell me more about the Neil Adams. What is it?
Well, let me get a photo real quick here. Hold on.
I'm curious.
Oh, while you're doing that, thanks for that info on the Bulletproof. For anybody that saw Chris's Fan Expo video, the Bulletproof tour. So I'm actually going to be picking up some Delato work myself.
Nice. That's great.
Have you already contacted him and figured out which one you wanted yet?
Yeah, I actually just spoke to him a few minutes ago, so I'm kind of making up my mind. I'm going to shoot you guys some pictures later and just get your opinion.
Okay.
I kind of like them all. I don't know which one to pick.
Hold on. It might just be easier to show you with my phone. Hold on.
So I've also got, I think Captain Kirk is on the water right now from Greece. So,
Really?
Greece.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's, yeah, that's where Darkseid is.
Did you get a shipping notification though for it?
No, I bought it from Sideshow, so I'm just waiting on a notification from Sideshow.
Well, I
Really
hope it's not on the
looking
bottom of the ocean somewhere.
I hope not. They only
Right.
make me 150 of those.
Okay, here is my Neil Adams.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
That's cool.
And that's original?
Yeah,
Wow.
How big is it?
8x10.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
That is cool.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So I'm gonna like frame it up kind of like I did with the Jim Lee, and just kind of have like I think my entryway going into the bat bunker will have an Alex Ross painting, but then I think that I'm going to surround that with the original art pieces.
Mhm.
And my goal is to get all pieces that are black and white or kind of grayscale. I don't really want anything with color. I'm currently looking for a jock, although Dan really recommends I just get a commission. Which, Eric, did you get a commission or did you get just a remark?
I just did a remark. I asked him at his booth. If for some reason I don't hang that on my wall and frame it, I'll offer it to you. You
Okay.
remember what it looks like, right? I did the black mirror one.
Yeah. So I don't know what I don't want to get like every artist out there, but I just want to get like my top 5 or 6 favorite artists, or those iconic artists that have inspired me to be a Batman fan. So, but I'm really excited about the Neil Adams. I thought that was really neat. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, let me go quickly and welcome everybody real quick, and then we'll get started here. Because again, this is your show tonight, guys. We got Ronaldo Rodriguez, Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. John Niner is here. Hello to you. We got we got a brand new member. Oh, actually, both Ronaldo's a new member. Sorry, I missed that completely. Ronaldo, thank you very much. And About Action Boss became a YouTube member. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Punisher XS. We got Den in the house, Brotherhood member, Theodore, Mitchell, Dylan. We got Julie in the house. Says, I have the new Sideshow Zatanna coming on Friday to my lineup. Man, I saw that one in Kansas City last weekend. Or not, actually, it's 2 weekends ago now. But, man, she's way better in person than I expected. Really beautiful.
Yes, she really is.
We got Comics in the house. Hello to you. We got Edwin Diaz. Hello all, love the Superman thumbnail. I believe it's the J&D Reeve Superman. Yeah, I thought we'd actually have a full reveal by now, but we still don't. So we have the images to look at here in a little bit. Bats in the Belfry in the house. Hello to you. Digface Alvaro says, what's up, guys? Digface in the house. What do you guys think? The Prime 1 Delgado Batcave Deluxe with Alfred will cost. My guess is $3,000 plus shipping and handling day one for me, regardless of cost. Great question. Do you guys want to make a prediction on that? Anybody also going to be buying it for sure? I am going to buy that one. I really love it. Especially that was one of the pieces that I bought from Delgado this weekend from Bulletproof Comics with the remark, knowing that I would be buying that piece. But anybody going to be buying that one? And what do you guys think about the price point?
If I had the space, what do you say, 2,000?
He said 3.
Oh, 3. Ooh. Oh.
I can't see it being 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece them together. So if you had to just piece Alfred and then just piece, because are they going to offer Alfred separate? Do we know yet?
Hopefully.
Okay, so what I think they're going to do, this is just my guess, is I think that they're going to offer the Batcave with just the minimal with him on the chair.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to offer the Batcave with the monitors and Alfred. I'm hoping that's the case because the third option has just the rock work behind it and then that diorama behind it, which I don't think you necessarily need. I'm worried that they'll make Alfred part of that one because Alfred will be so limited. So I think there'll be 3 different versions of it.
Yeah, all in, all of that, I could probably see it going for like 2,800 maybe around there.
I could see that. I'm going to guess like just the base model is around 1,500 or 1,600. Again, it's quarter scale.
That's right too. Yeah.
But I think that's the equivalent of a third scale price.
John, is that on your radar?
It was for the longest time. Not so much now. It boggles my mind. How come it's taking so long? Because that's such a highly anticipated piece by so many. It's still there. It's still there in the back of the mind. But that Alfred is super tempting.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be a really big selling feature.
Yeah,
and I think they're going to play that to their advantage.
I do too. I don't know. I like you. I'm really kind of shocked that they haven't released it. I don't know if it has to do with like a factory timing or things like that. I did just talk to John this week from Prime One, and he did say that they have the Killer Croc versus Batman painted.
Okay, that's good.
So that makes me think we'll see that one. And that was what a year and a half, 2 years ago we saw that.
And they're sticking with quarter scale on that one.
That's the quarter scale, yeah.
Quarter scale, yeah.
Also, it is confirmed that it is the black suit Batman, and it will be, have some blue highlights like they do. But it is the black suit Superman. It is quarter scale, and it'll be a new quarter scale Killer Croc, which is kind of, in my mind, that'll be the centerpiece of my Sideshow display again, where it's Batman in the middle with Killer Croc, since I don't know if Sideshow will ever do him again. And then I don't know. We'll see. But what do you think about price point, Jeff? Do you agree? Do you think it'll be more or less?
I don't know. Like you said, with 3 different possible variations, I don't even like to guess anymore. Prices are so nutty. I just kind of let them happen, and then I get disgusted later.
Right.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
forgot
so-
it was quarter scale. I'm going to drop down to 2200. I was thinking it was third scale.
Yeah, I wish it was third scale.
Oh my god, that would be.
Well, the other thing with that piece is it has so much going on with the back computers. I think you can, like they said, you can load your own videos and play
SD
it on
by
the-
SD card, yeah.
Yeah, so they're probably working all that out.
I guess I'm sorry. Whenever you said third scale, I was thinking the Batman versus Killer Croc. That's the one I want in third scale because it's literally just half a torso. It'd be very similar to what they did with the Superman versus Doomsday, I think.
Yeah. Or even Batman versus Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something along, or the base of the Bane versus Batman, just something along those lines. But people just aren't buying. They're going to be slowing down quite a bit on the third scales. Still making them, but definitely slowing down. So. Lewis is here for Only Dan's. So again, I apologize. You'll have to subscribe to Only Dan's.
That's where he is.
That's right. Bats in the Belfry says, "What's up, John?"
What's going on, buddy?
Dark Ranger 7, good to see everybody. Got my tickets this Friday for the Flash. That's awesome. Paula is here. Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful evening. There we go. I like the hanging on there. That was very good. There's CC right there. Hey, I know that guy. We've had CC on the show before, and she is phenomenal. I need to find out if CC has any original art or knows of any way to get original art. So again, that's a rabbit hole I shouldn't go down. Got Vane 21 in the house. Got Arthur in the house. Thank you very much. I just saw the Transformers Rise of the Beast. It was real good. If you haven't seen it, you really need to. I didn't realize that was out already.
Last Friday.
That's awesome. It looks good. Again, guys, you guys are running the show tonight, so anything you want to talk about or any questions, please post. Hopefully we'll get caught up here. Hey, John, I'm ready for your next unboxing. Do you have anything coming up here soon?
Yeah, today's actually the going to be the last one for a while. I got in the Prime 1, the Jorge Jimenez Joker, the
Nice.
Punchline.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I'm excited.
That guy right there.
That's it.
That's
We're gonna do
awesome.
that
You're going to
later
love him.
tonight. Yeah. Hope so.
Do you have Punchline, John?
I do.
Cool.
So he's got, if you look back there, he's got some amazing pieces. Obviously, some Arkham pieces.
many.
He's got the...
Nice collection. And you have good
Appreciate it.
taste with the laptop covers. I have that same cover on my MacBook.
Dude, Marvel, yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
And I
John,
love that you have...
Appreciate it.
I love that you have Talon. That's just
Yeah,
a special
Talon.
piece.
Talon's a
John, you
beauty.
said you're done. Are you going to have anything in the future that you're going after?
Well, done as in I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I got LBS. I got the LBS Hulk still on order.
Cool.
Nice.
That's coming, and I'd love to add the XM White Knight one day, but with time. Don't want to rush it.
Yep.
So you mostly have DC behind you. Do you have Marvel pieces too?
I
somewhere
do.
else?
Yeah, ahead of me. I got
It
my
goes all
little
around?
LBS line sort of thing. Yeah.
Nice.
And then now you're in really big trouble because then they're doing all the DC,
it doesn't
Legendary
end.
Beast stuff that's coming out.
It doesn't end,
It doesn't end. That's right.
but it's good. It's good to have a lot of stuff to choose from. That's for sure.
That's right. Emmanuel in the house. He's the one that did our great Monster Palooza event. So definitely check that out. Also, if you haven't seen Jeff's footage, please check out Secret Sanctuary as well. He says, "Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you guys. I got a review on Magneto Legendary Beast. I love this piece. I'll send it to you. Can't wait for the Thanos and Batman of this line." Oh, yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Alan Kiefer in the house. We got Travis. I just pre-ordered my Black Suit X-Force Wolverine by XM Studios. I like that piece. It's a fun one. It's June. It's time for all collectors to do mid-year room tours. There you go. I think that's probably a good idea. I thought my bunker would be done by now, so I was like, well, maybe I'll still need to do another one because I've got a lot of pieces since the end of the year.
Can you believe June already? My goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's my birthday month. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. June and July usually go really fast. Let's see. Dan's stuff is always fire. It is. Haha, Chris, welcome to the dark side. I'm guessing you're talking about the art.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday is this Friday. Hey, happy birthday, Fred. That's awesome. What's up, everybody, and what's up, John? Nice to see you here. Awesome. I'm glad he could be here tonight with us. Hank is a good guy. Just don't ask him to submit anything for CGC for you. I don't know. As I say, he had a lot of really great CGCs on display too. I really enjoyed meeting Hank. Have you met Hank before, Eric?
I've spoken to him through email years ago, and I kind of had a bad experience. I kind of had the notion that he maybe didn't speak English too well, and that he was like some type of foreigner. And like now seeing him on your video, he's Asian, so I'm assuming maybe there was a language barrier between the emails going on. But other than that, yeah, so far I've been talking to him on Facebook, and he's been super helpful and great so far. So
I was gonna say he was just so much fun to talk to, and I don't know, I consider him a friend already. Like he just was a really cool guy. I've spent a lot of time talking to him about he's had so many originals that he's sold, or he actually showed me one of his originals that he had at the show. Just really cool guy. So again, everybody check out Bulletproof Comics. Theodore says, I hope you find one of those Joker prints I put in Facebook group the other day. Yeah, I'm actually looking for one. It's the Jim Lee. I found a deckled edge one on eBay, but it's got like a Baltimore Comic-Con thing on it. So I'm trying to find one without that, but we'll see. But anyway, great Joker print. Astro Collectibles in the house. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I used to do comic pages and commissions expensive. Yeah, if you're selling any, Paula, let me know. Bat Beast is in the house. Hello to you. Again, I'll kind of skip around a little bit, guys. I bought one page, Paula, and you were right. Was lucky enough to get all of my all-time favorite page and called it quits there. That's awesome. So the page that I got was an original from the One Bad Day, the Two-Face from Javier Fernandez.
Nice.
So absolutely insane how cool that is. I can't believe I bought it. I can't believe I didn't think I'd ever have something like that. So it was really neat.
Now I want to know what Joe's favorite page that he got was. Tell us what it is, Joe.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I'd like to know too. It was actually interesting with Javi because he actually had to say goodbye to it. Like he looked at it and he's like, I got to say goodbye to it. And so it was like, kind of his baby going away. So it was actually kind of a cool experience, cool moment. What's up, guys? Congrats, Vein 21. I love original comic book pages, but hard to track down these days. Yes, and I was looking up like Jason Fabok ones, and they were like $40, $50, $60, $70, $80,000 for the three Jokers covers. Like, whoa. Original art is dangerous rabbit hole. I have a few pieces coming in. That's cool. I'd like to know what you have. Thanks, John. You know where to find me if you want to add some art to the collection. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hit me up with the original stuff, CC. Let me know if you have any resources. Let's see.
She has a stunning Talon original piece of art. That's
Talon?
Beautiful. Talon, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, post that in the group, CC. I'd love to see it. Future State Batman is like $1,700 and it's 1/4. That's a good point. Ooh, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see 3K all day, especially with the back end. The back cave on the back end. Yeah, 2,800 to. I think Eric hit the nail on the head.
Oof, brutal. Collins Collectibles. Good evening to you.
Do you think the artist gets a piece of that at all? No, right? Like once it's. out there.
You
No,
mean
no.
I don't think so. I think the artist is paid the flat fee to do the art. Even, you know, I've had some conversations with some of the real artists that are the like the comic book artists that
Yeah,
are
that's what I meant. Like
inspiring.
Delato. You think Delato gets like something for using his work?
I've had 2 conversations with artists that are pissed off at Prime One
Yeah.
because they didn't send them one.
Yeah.
Well,
Or so I don't know. I feel like if they could just make that relationship better, because again, they're taking the art, you know, and it's based on the art we love. So I think that they should absolutely get credit or get some pay. I mean, I don't know if maybe they do get some pay. I would assume, especially when they work directly with the artists, like, you know, like Fabok and Jimenez have, you know, been on their videos, and they do the sketches and that sort of thing. So the only kicker with those canvas prints is you have to factor in stretching it if you want it on a frame. Otherwise, putting it in flat glass still works, just not as common. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually, is for the canvas that I have, is just do a glass frame, I think. Jimmy G in the house, Brotherhood member. Thank you very much for being here, my friend. We got Josue. Cash to Gemini in the house. Hello to you. Chris, which Vampirilla covers did you get? Some of them are so great. So I did meet Stanley Art Germ Lau for the very first time. Man, what a disaster. Let me just say that. What a disaster. So I go Friday night, and he's sitting there. I go right up to him, and his handler, which might be his wife, I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
what?
No, it's some other guys. That's the thing. Ever since he introduced these 2 guys to like handle all of his stuff, I feel like that's when he kind of like got a little bit more distant and not the way he used to be when he used to go to conventions and go see him. He's got like two white guys that
This was a beautiful lady.
Okay, no, these are 2 guys that
So
mainly one guy that handles his stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I go up to him, and he's drawing, and she goes, he's not signing right now. And he's getting ready to go to this panel. And I was doing something else, so I didn't go to the panel. And he said he'll be back from 8 to 9. The thing closes at 9. So I wanted to get all that done the first day. And so I come back at 8, and they say he's only signing for the people that were at the panel.
oh, wow.
So then I have to come back the next day, and we get in a little bit early because I had the press pass, and I go right up to the booth, and he's not signing till 11 a.m., even though he's already there sitting, doing stuff. So I'm like, crap. So then I come back at 11, and it's this giant line. There's actually an overflow line behind a curtain. And then they did witness CDCs. But long story short, to answer the question, so I got the Vampirilla that Jeff Morris has. It's the one with the blood coming down, the acetate cover. And so he signed that for me. And
Yeah, that CGC book that you just had the cover signed, it actually came out pretty good. I like the way it looks like that.
so I had this one signed.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that's great.
Right here. So he signed the color in purple. And again, this is just one I don't plan on selling or anything. I just thought it'd be cool to sit behind the punchline from Prime One.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. And then I also did the other Vampirilla cover with the original had a red foil, and then they had a blue foil and a green foil one. I did I have the green foil one. And so I submitted both those to CGC. So that was the very first time I've done that live at a convention. So that went fairly smooth. There was big giant lines to fill out the paperwork and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Spent a lot of time waiting in that whole segment of Art Germ, but it was really cool to meet him. He didn't really talk to people. I mean, it was just, I've heard stories about him talking for 20 minutes to people, but I think he's gotten to the point of fame right now where it's just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
At least
That's
at this
what
show, that was my experience.
That's what I noticed too. So I tell you guys a few times, like going back years ago, I used to be able to go up to his booth and there would be like 5 people at the booth and he would just sit there all day. And then just going back maybe like 2-3 years ago, he was no longer in Artist Alley. He was up in the showroom, usually like where Scott Campbell sets up. He's like probably like the only other artist that does something like that. And Art Germ was barely at his booth, pretty much gone the whole day. Wasn't, I didn't even see actually fans at the booth because he wasn't even barely at the booth himself. So it was just a totally different experience.
It's weird, like, too, whenever they advertise and say, like, they're going to be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But they're there very limited times. There was one artist there that he was there 1 hour Let me see. It was like 1 hour on Saturday, and then he wasn't there the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So like,
When you said CGC, you just remind me when you going back to the beginning of the show, what's going on. I just submitted 36 books into CGC.
oh my gosh,
Oh.
was that all in one box?
Yeah. That was a little tricky to box up like that, but
That is
it just
crazy.
arrived to him yesterday, so hopefully it made there safely.
So lots of books for future Rogues Gallery live shows.
Yeah, this was a lot of it was older books that I had just saved up that I've been just waiting to get graded, and some of them were newer stuff that I got in that I just wanted to get graded.
So John, do you do any CGCs? Do you like to collect those at all, or got into those?
I've dabbled a little bit. I think instead of going down the necessarily going down the art print for now, I would like to kind of accompany up the piece with a slaved book cover. It doesn't even have to be like a key, just the art. Like the one you showed matches so well with the punchline.
Yeah, that's where I was at. Like I thought about doing the keys and doing all that stuff, and I know that there's great value in that to hold on to them and stuff like that. Obviously, Jeff has done a tremendous job with collecting incredible rare books, and just, I love everything that he always shows us.
For sure.
But that's kind of where I'm at. Like I like to do the art print stuff, but at the same time, like if I could just pair up my statue with the CGC, especially the actual art that inspired it, which is
there's just too much to buy, guys. There's too
it's too much. I know. It definitely adds up. That's for sure. Collins Collectible says, receive notification that my SDCC badge is shipped today. Hope you saved some money, Chris, and didn't spend the farm in Dallas. I spent more money in Dallas than I have ever at a convention. Spent a lot of money. But I am excited. I am scheduled for San Diego. So I'm really excited and can't wait to hang out with Jeff. Sorry, tongue-tied. Jeff Delaney at the San Diego Comic-Con. I was thinking also that I also got my pro badge to New York approved. Eric, did you got yours as well?
Yep, got approved for the pro badge. Thank you.
And I reapplied for fan verification and got that approved as well. So should be good to go.
You guys have to make your way over to Canada to Fan Expo over here.
I would love that, and I'm sure Jason Fabok is there all the time.
He's gonna be here. We have one in August. Fabok, Frank Miller. The ones in the States are of course much bigger. It attracts definitely more of the artists and celebrities. But yeah, we get Fabok and Miller are going to be here.
That's awesome.
Christian, Christian Haydenson?
Oh, Christian Haydenson. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Fun.
Yeah.
I've never been to Canada. I've always wanted to go, but that's definitely on my bucket list for sure.
You can start off small, Niagara Falls, and kind of ease your way in.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, it definitely is con season. So I know you've already been to one, and I've already been to one, Jeff. Or Jeff, you've already been to one, and I've already been to one. But it's coming up.
Monster Palooza was awesome.
It looked like it, and it looked like you said, it's the biggest statue con of all the cons. That looks like that's going to be it.
For North America, I think it'll be the biggest show of the year for statues. Yeah.
It's just crazy. Art prints are cool. Got the Breaking Batman's back last week. That's awesome.
That's a nice one.
Where's the XM Studios big Batcave diorama coming out? That thing has just disappeared completely. Sang said it was still coming, but do you guys have any hope at all for that thing?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's on the back page for now. I don't think they're gonna.
People just aren't buying right now, so it's it's crazy. Breaks are great. Are a great time to go back and get older pieces like the Arkham statues. Yes, absolutely. For sure, the Arkham statues, I still feel like they hold up tremendously. Again, Everyday Collector right here has got some tremendous ones back there, so can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It's awesome, Mike. Happy birthday to you as well. Salad Snick is here. How's it going, Salad? Thank you for being here. I like that Superman he's got in the very back. Yeah, absolutely, the iconic Hush Superman. What do you think about them doing the quarter scales? Does that bother you, knowing that
Not
you have that piece?
Not at all. It's a different scale. I think it's two different worlds, in my opinion. I feel like if you're the third scale is in its own league, and the quarter scale will be its own piece as well. I don't think those two interfere with each other whatsoever. I think it's
That's
good
what I feel
because
like.
just lets collectors that are collect more in that smaller end scale to appreciate the art the same way.
Yep, I agree 100%. And then, like you said, it just gives the collectors that missed out the opportunity to get something cool.
Yeah.
I just think it's awesome. Happy birthday to you, Emmanuel, as well. Yours is on Monday, so mine is June 29. Question for Eric. Is your collection pendulum swinging back towards 1/4 with the recent additions and considering the sale of Talon recently?
No. The only 1/4 I have right now on the side pedestals, and the only reason I was thinking of selling Talon is I don't know if the measurements on the website were wrong, or I just mixed them up because there were different measurements with the arms forward and then the arms backwards. But I thought he was going to fit in my cabinet with the arms forward, and he barely fits in my cabinet with the arms backwards. So
I missed that somehow. I didn't even see your post about maybe selling him.
Yeah, I already have somebody that actually, you guys know Charles. Charles wants to buy him, but I wouldn't sell him until the Joker bat suit comes in, which probably won't be beginning of next year. So I do have the Joker bat suit on pre-order.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is going to fit that bottom space a lot better, being it's a bigger piece and he's standing more straight up. And yeah, and then the only other quarter scale I have left is Batman Who Laughs. I'm waiting on the Prime 1 Penguin. That'll go there, and then BWL will get sold.
Nice. Eric's in the house. Happy with the new edition of the Art Germ Wonder Woman Prime 1. She's beautiful. I love that statue. Question with the news of the Batman bust this morning. Do you think that means a possible Pfeiffer Catwoman unmasked? Oh, boy.
Good
Oh, my
question.
gosh. Look at this. Wayne Manor North out of nowhere.
Wow.
Like magic.
Like magic. How are you here, sir?
I figured you guys might need some adult supervision.
We do indeed. Well, now I got to switch you. Now I got to. There we go. Now
I'm
you're
just
in the right
happy
squ- now you're in the right
I'm
square.
just happy he's back because now I don't have to hold up the good looks on the panel. Right? So,
Was it slow on Only Dance tonight?
The banquet wrapped up early, and so here I am.
We were
Well,
just
we're
on
glad
the
to have you here, sir.
What's that?
No,
Go
I said
ahead, John. I think you said something.
I was joking around. I said we're just getting ready to start the auction.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I said since you were here, we didn't do an auction show tonight because you always have good stuff. And then somebody in the Facebook group today said, "Well, can you guys at least just do one round? You just tide us over, it's like maybe we can, we could. It's our show. We can do whatever we want, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. Anyway, welcome to the show, Mr. Dan, and again, welcome everybody that's just joining us. JR Collects and Games, $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Late but made it. Super chat as always for the boys. Again, thank you so very much. Really appreciate the super chats, and again, that just rolls right back into things. So thank you very much again for your generosity, guys. Thank you.
And hi to everybody in the chat. I see a lot of people saying hi. So I usually have the chat going here on the side, but I've got the baseball game right now.
Oh, nice. Is he pitching?
On the any time now. So he's scheduled tonight. So
All right. Well, if you need to go or just, if you need to watch it, just don't worry about it.
it's all right. My stomach's in my throat, whether it's on an iPhone or in person, doesn't matter.
I'm sure. Well, we were talking earlier about original art and the rabbit hole that I've gone down.
Yes, congratulations. That deserves a golf clap. Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
So, yes, myself and Eric, we feel so good.
I feel like
I tell you.
Dan started that up for me as well. Like going
Yeah.
through his house and just seeing his art. I was like, oh, I should get back into doing that. too.
Yes.
It's all Dan's fault.
I was saying earlier that what my new vision now is like that little entryway into the bunker is to have like the Alex Ross painting right there, and then have the original art surrounding it, kind of in that cove.
Uh-huh.
Kind of let that be the entryway. So we'll see.
We'll see if that spreads. We'll see.
I know that's what I'm afraid of.
I'm
That's what
starting to
afraid
lose
of.
track on Facebook of how many people mentioned Dan's name for buying that Harley Quinn that's behind
A
you. or that used to be
lot.
behind you.
A lot of people. It is by far, I think, the most popular thing I've ever added to my collection. And
Yeah.
just by pure happenstance. I had somebody ping me just this afternoon again, just messaged me privately. Hey, where did you get that art? And a lot of folks don't realize it was a cover. It was Harley Quinn 23 variant cover by Nathan Zerdy. And I swear, I think this channel helped sell them out because
I think so too, because everybody and their dog seems like they have that now, which is
I
crazy.
know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I saw
The
someone
Jim Lee
displaying
Joker.
it the
Oh,
way around.
sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I saw someone displaying it or hanging it upside down.
Upside down.
Oh, the other way. That's funny.
I guess they wanted to see your face better.
Want to see your
That's
face?
good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I was going to ask the Jim Lee that you have there, the Joker that we've talked about. Is that a sign print?
It is, yeah.
And tell me about that, because I want to get one, but I don't know if there's different versions of it.
So this one, this was a lithograph print that was available from Jim Lee. I don't remember the year. I want to say 2019. I've had it for a few years, but this one's signed by all three, by Jim, Alex Sinclair, and Scotty Williams. And it's numbered 6 of 25.
So it's not the deckled edge, though.
Oh, no. It's but it is a larger size. It's most of the time prints at conventions you see they're 11 by 17.
Right.
This is like 13 by 19, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's not deckled edge, no.
So there's a deckled edge one on eBay.
Oh, this?
Yes. And I have almost bought it a couple times. The only thing I don't love about it is in the corner it's got a big what did I say earlier?
Oh, a convention logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Hush one like that too. I think it might actually still be on eBay. Somebody had from Emerald City Comic Con a beautiful Hush print, and it's got a stupid giant, actually no, it was Phoenix Comic Con or something. But this giant logo in the bottom corner. I'm like, no, thank you.
This is crap. Where is it at?
But I've never seen that print with a deckled edge, Chris.
Yeah, now I can't find it, of course. But anyway, it was like some con, and it's like a big red, like it was somewhere back east. It was like Boston or somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it was.
Huh.
But anyway, I've considered it. I don't think it was numbered though. So
I wonder if it's licensed or whatever. But
it seems like it. I mean, it's got the con, and he signed it.
Oh.
But it doesn't have it's not a limited edition numbered type of thing.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
So,
by the way, hello to the Everyday Collector. First time on the show with you. So good to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you as well, Dan.
Yep.
Let's see, where are we at here? I've met Art Germ several times at SDCC, and in the early days when he wasn't as popular, he was much more friendlier. Past 3 times, it's so quick, and he seems a little annoyed. Still a great deal. That's what I was saying earlier before you came on. Is like there was no interaction really. It was just kind of wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I mean, he did thank. I mean, he took a picture, and he actually held the camera and took the selfie, which was pretty cool. Cool. But yeah, not a lot of time to interact. He's obviously gotten a lot more popular.
Yeah.
And
one of the very first times I met him, he let me go behind his booth and go through an entire long box of comics and pick out the best copy. Wow. That's how slow his table was.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Eric, would you say that was like 2019, like before COVID?
So 2019 was when he was starting to get, he was always popular, but for some reason he didn't have like a crowd at his booth. But yeah, when he started doing like the showroom, that's like when I noticed like he just wasn't around anymore. Like when he was in Artist Alley, nobody was there, and you could just stand around and talk to him and stuff.
I saw him in Artist Alley, and I think it was either 2018 or 2019, and he literally was sitting at his booth. He looked bored, and there was nobody walking, and it was during it was middle of the day on Friday or something, and there was nobody at his table.
Yeah, I remember it too. Yeah.
Yep.
I was telling them earlier that the weird thing is I kept going to his table, and he was there working on stuff, but every time I went, he said he's not signing right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, he's right there. Like,
it's like, working on commissions probably for that show.
Yeah, he was working on some drawings, so it makes sense. Eric S says, Chris, do you know if Tweeterhead will have a prototype Beast Man from the Masters of the Universe? I have no idea, but I will say that they have been very, very pleased with the Masters of the Universe sales. So that, and Igo's involved with those sculpts, and I would assume that they will continue to do as many of them as you keep buying, guys. I don't know if you have any other insight, Jeff, or not, but
no,
they're selling well.
Just what you said. Yeah, they're very happy with that line. I don't know when we'll see a prototype, though.
Mitchell says, so are we holding off on the in-depth art discussion until Dan's around? I can still pose the one question about matching artwork and statues. I kind of want to just have a whole show about art at some point if you're ever interested, because I think we could probably talk a really long time about.
I could talk a very long time about.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun actually.
Yep.
Would any of you sign autographs at Comic Cons for fans of the show, or would that be weird for you guys? Well, we actually did that last New York Comic Con. We did where we signed Joe Latour's book. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, it's cool actually. I mean, it's cool. It's what we feel quite flattered actually. So absolutely. Got a new member tonight, John Perkins. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. That's awesome. Welcome to the YouTube membership, and welcome to the Brotherhood of the Bat. I also want to thank 194 people watching right now, guys. Thank you so much. If you would do me a favor, hit that like button. That really helps other people find the live content. So thank you very, very much. Any updates on the Prime 1 Batman Forever, as it's also been delayed? Anyone receive it yet? Actually, some people overseas have, and it looks great. It's still a piece I'm considering. I really like it. It'd be kind of. I still think it'd be kind of.
I've only seen that one collector post those pictures.
And that one collector gets stuff months before everybody else. So they must have some sort of Prime 1 connection.
Gotcha.
Family or so, I don't know what it is, but they always get it 2 or 3 months ahead of time, before even the Asian collectors. So
I like that wall of weapons.
Yeah, isn't that great?
That is cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any movie pieces, or do you like the movie pieces, John, or do you just stick just for comic?
Keaton's my guy. I would jump into the movie.
Smart man.
For 89, I would jump into the movies, but right now it's all comic.
So you have not bought the Prime 1 third scale then, I'm assuming?
Not yet.
I'm still kind of holding out if they'll do a Returns, because Returns is my favorite suit.
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah,
we'll see.
A Nicholson would really put the cherry on the cake, but I know that's a lot to ask for.
It is, and I mean, to be honest, I don't think we'll ever see it. Yeah. I don't think unless he is. Actually, I'm going to take that back. If he is no longer with us, and his estate changes some things, I can see that happening. But as of right now, I don't think it'll happen.
So we hang on tight to that hot toy.
No doubt. And they paid a buttload of money.
Oh, I can imagine.
I've heard that they still haven't recovered from that, even to this day. So, Mitchell Green says, pros, cons of matching artist print with statues versus pairing statues with different artist print. Again, I think it's all very subjective. I think, depending on what kind of art you like. And I mean, I think all of us here will agree that art looks very good with the statues. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
I do. Yeah.
You know what I do? I often will pair statues with like a black and white cityscape as a background, because I think the colors of the statue jump out more with a black and white background. And I don't know, I kind of like that. I think it looks nice to have. I don't know if you can tell, but there's one like right there, Swamp Thing and Nightmare Batman have a kind of a metropolis cityscape in the background behind them.
It's nice.
So
yeah, I kind of took your advice on that concept. I did the same on my pedestals. I didn't hang them yet, but I have some framed artwork that's just black and white. This way it doesn't distract from the color on the statue.
Cool.
It's awesome. Julia Rose says, thank you, Chris. It was Jeff's video that made me finally grab Zatanna. I love the classy yet enticing pieces. Must have watched his video a bunch of times. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Again, it's a beautiful piece, and thank you for the views at the Secret Sanctuary. That's awesome.
Yeah. Congrats, Julia. You're gonna love it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just such a great piece. What about that Wonder Woman tease by Sideshow today? We're actually going to look at her in just a bit when we look at photos. Kind of came out of nowhere.
I love her.
Tell us how you feel.
Me too.
So it's good that you're making some space, is what you're saying.
I wear my heart on my sleeve.
John Blackmouth in the house. I just started collecting Batman movie prints signed by the actors from Celebrity Authentics. Does anyone know what's the best place to get them framed? I don't trust Michaels at all. Dan, take it away, sir. Because this is a great framing company right here, guys.
It's too bad that Eric and I don't make commission on
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
I'm glad you get all the questions.
from art to frames. Eric and I are both disciples of the Art to Frames company. Art to Frames is a New York-based company. They make the frames right there in New York on premises, and they're custom made to your artwork. And you go right on their website. You kind of configure the frame the way that you want it. Single matte, double matte, triple matte, the type of plexiglass that you want. I mean, you just have all the options in the world, and then they ship the frame right to your door. They do a great job. The frames are lighter weight, so if you're into real hardwood frames, these are not the frames for you. They are wrapped pressed board, I guess you could say, but they're very high quality. All the seams are really well done. You can tell they're manufactured in a high quality way. I have nothing but luck with them. My entire collection, the pieces that you see behind me, I get compliments on the framing all the time. They're all from Art to Frames over the past few years. So
absolutely awesome frames. I have one myself as well. CC says, rumor has it if you say art 3 times, Dan will appear. And obviously, CC, boom, he is here. He is here with us. Oh, I love it. Yes, the guys are auctioning off all their collections tonight. Yep, it's going to be a 17-hour show. And man, we would all be a lot richer.
In the small print, though, Chris. That wasn't.
Yeah, we would definitely be a lot richer if we did that. That's for sure. Which is crazy. I think that was just answered, actually, John. So again, great question. Jeff, did you get your email for the XM Studios Legendary Beast Hulk invoice? I did. Super excited.
Already.
I did, and that is by boat. And so I'm inquiring with Todd if there's a faster way.
Okay. Very, very cool. Again, a lot of the retailers, if you do reach out, it does cost a lot more to get it quicker, but oftentimes they do have resources to be able to get things in a little bit faster. So again, us YouTubers like to get stuff in really fast if we can. And so fingers crossed, you'll be able to get that in. And again,
Jeff,
Todd will make it happen.
Jeff, does that mean that you put a pause, like you saw the invoice and then you told, or you asked Todd to look at another option?
I texted Todd and said, wow, that's awesome that you were correct about your estimate for the shipping, because we're all thinking $300. There's no way it's going to be $300 for 2 massive boxes.
Right.
Crazy price.
And sure enough, it came in at $320.
Right.
And I just texted him, just said, that's awesome. And I said, well, the reason I texted was, I said, if this is coming in batches, can you please put me in the first batch? Because I really want that piece. And he responded, actually, it's just going to be one batch. They're all coming together. He says, but if you want it a little quicker, I can have one shipped to you directly from China. He said, it's probably not going to cost that much more.
Really?
So he's going to look into it. He has to wait for the pieces actually to arrive at a warehouse in China, and then he can quote me what the price would be.
Okay, so you get the invoice quite a ways in advance of the piece actually being on a boat.
In this case, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Speaking of that, whenever you actually mentioned that about the $300, so I'm getting the Batman versus Joker diorama from Prime One, and I'm getting it from Todd. Okay, Todd offers free shipping. It's really great. Okay, so anyway, I decided to look on Prime One site. It's still available, and I'm thinking, okay, what do I do here? Because I want to get it quick, and I put it in my cart. And I was quoted over $1,000 in shipping for that piece.
Isn't that something?
But it's awesome that, people like Todd are be able to get it for better prices. So it does make you think, maybe there is some issues with these shipping companies overcharging. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
So, Dan, to be more precise, the email with the invoice for shipping said that they estimated to arrive August 15th or sooner. And that's for the slow boat.
And that's the slow boat. Or sooner.
Sorry, I sent a message. That's right after the show.
That's okay. I just saw it from you. Dickface says, any chance of a Rogues Gallery calendar? My girlfriend likes Eric B. She says he looks like Van Diesel. There you go, Eric. Let's give a close up of you blushing right here.
I don't think so, but I do get that a lot.
Eric, can you just say family into the camera, please?
Or I am Groot. Either one.
I am Groot.
We've been joking about a calendar for years.
Yes, we have. We really should just do one. It just you to see. I don't know. Maybe we'll sell 5. Who knows? It's been on the books. So we'll see. Paul says, "Oh, for God's sake, Chris, you better get on Batman the Hook for the Keaton Batman already." I know. I still haven't ordered him yet. It's like I've ordered everything else but that piece. So we'll see. KT, what's up? I tell you what, we got 206 people watching. If we get to 300 tonight, I'm live pre-ordering.
Oh,
actually, I'm going to make it 260. If we get to 260, I'll do it. Jack Nicholson's son looks so much like his father. I hope that someone would ask him to do a cameo as a Joker. That'd be pretty neat.
that'd be cool.
Although now they can just de-age everything, so it's like, don't even know if they would need that. JR Collects and Games says, sorry I missed this in the group or earlier dialogue, but was the auction topic just joking around, or is there any other ones coming up again? Trying to get more of Dan's art. Our next show, guys, will be an auction show. 2 weeks from today, we'll do another auction show. So, again, I know we got a lot of stuff lined up. These guys always pull stuff out that are incredible. So, stay tuned. Jeff wins the Star Trek piece. Jeff wins Star Trek piece. What? I'm assuming maybe he means what? What Star Trek piece would you like Darkseid to do next if you got to choose? Sir?
Oh, I put thought into this. There's 3 that come to mind. My number 1 choice would be Commander Data.
Yes.
I think that would be awesome. And then also I'd like to see a Dr. McCoy, because Kirk, Spock, and McCoy are like the Trinity of Star Trek. So I'd really like to see him. And then third, since we're getting a classic series Kirk, I like them to do Spock again and do a classic series Spock, like with a tricorder or something. I think any one of those 3 would be fantastic.
What about Khan?
You're the villain guy.
I am the villain guy. I know.
I'm not a villain guy so much. So, but unfortunately, I think that Star Trek will probably be on the back burner for Darkseid for a while. I think they're going to be centering on DC and some other properties because the numbers are bigger. I mean, both Picard and Kirk were edition sizes of 150, and it's hard to make a lot of money when you're having such a low edition size on PC.
Yeah. I did talk to my, our both of our contacts at Darkseid, and Catwoman's still coming, guys. So I know people have been asking about that. So I think she's being painted or something. I'm not exactly sure what stage she's in, but still coming. So stay tuned. Thoughts on Sideshow's new Wonder Woman? Again, we'll talk about her when we get to the photos, guys. Which villain would you guys like to see made that hasn't been made yet? I don't know. Anybody want to go first? I could say there's a whole bunch.
Riddler. 3 times it makes it happen, right?
And what scale and what company would you prefer? If you could only get one, which scale, which company? Riddler.
So that's tough because I kind of like everything I have so far. Probably a 3rd scale, I guess.
What costume?
I would probably take anything, to be honest, as long as it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I want Hush. I want the Hush costume with the bowler hat.
Yes.
3-piece suit or whatever he's got on there with the cane over his shoulder. Jim Lee, baby.
You think you'll get it, Chris?
I do.
Do you think they're going to revisit do you think they're going to continue the Hush Prime 1?
To be honest, I don't think we're going to get a ton from Prime 1 right now.
Okay.
That was a popular line. They should have.
I know,
sales
like
are really
Catwoman.
down. They are still going to make 3rd scales, but they're going to have to make characters that are, in my opinion, like guaranteed to sell and make money. They will not be doing any characters that are risky. They won't be doing any BC characters at all until things get better. The anime stuff, the video game stuff is selling way, way more. And so that's why I love Prime 1. They're still like my favorite statues that I own. but I'm very, very excited about what Legendary Beast is going to do, because I think that they're going to bring a lot of the characters that we want to the surface. You know, and again, it's at their own risk as well. But I think Prime 1 is going to slow down, still make them, but until things get better, I think we'll see a lot more quarter scale. I mean, I think you're more likely to see a quarter scale Riddler, which would still be awesome. I would love that.
Thing with Legendary Beast, it's a good and a bad thing because they offer so many options with all the switch outs. It's like, I feel like when I see something I like, when they put it up, I'm going to have trouble deciding which one to go with, or just do something stupid and buy a few like switch outs.
Yeah.
I appreciate what LBS does with the torso display where you get the stand.
Yeah.
This way you don't have to keep the stuff in the box, which is great.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the premiere for Iron Man, because whatever torso I don't use on the statue is going to look like an extra statue.
100%
on a really cool base. So it's great.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong, really. I mean, that's the great thing about the torsos, like you said, is it just adds so much, and it really can completely change the look of whether, like, you know, maybe like right now it looks like an Alex Ross Batman, and you switch the torso, and now it looks like a Jim Lee Batman, or like that's incredible to be able to do that. And you can't do that with just a portrait switch out sometimes. Sometimes you kind of can, but I'm excited what they're doing. So anyway, that's Eric's pick is Riddler. Dan, do you have a pick? Number one villain you'd like to see made? What scale? What company?
I think one that we have a better chance of seeing than others is Riddler. I'd have to say of the A-list villains, if you will, that's probably the one that I'd like to see most. Outside of that, I would love a quarter scale Professor Pig.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I just think he's such a cool character. Just such a cool villain.
You want like the apron look?
In a movie too.
Blood on the apron. Yeah.
I want the butcher, know, apron wearing the pig mask. The whole thing.
I was really hoping at the time we'd get an Arkham one, because I'm like, I love the look of him in that game.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yep.
How about you, John? What would you like to see if you could have your dream villain made?
I'd probably go from Prime 1, the third scale Nicholson Joker, like we were discussing.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yep.
But I'd also go, regardless, maybe leaning more towards LBS. Give me a third scale Two-Face.
Yep. That'd be awesome.
Scale Two-Faces. I think I know Prime 1 did theirs, but I want one that's more geared towards the comic. Like Tweeterhead. I think Tweeterhead did a fantastic job, but I need that third scale.
It'd be awesome.
Yep.
I'm wondering what they could do with weapons. Like we were just talking about, you know, there's such limitation on what Warner Brothers will allow. I wonder if they are okay. Yeah,
they can. He'd be able to kind of do what Prime 1 did with Grim Knight, I think it was.
Yeah.
Because of the license is over in the Philippines.
Yeah, because I mean, like, to have a pistol. I mean, you got to have a pistol with
you have to.
You know, it's
yeah.
Does Legendary Beast have the U.S. market?
No,
they don't.
Philippines.
Yep.
So I mean, obviously, you know, people sell them. You know, you can get them, but yeah. How about you, Jeff? What is your? I know you're not a giant villain collector. Maybe if do you have any villains? I'm trying to think if you have any.
Well, I just sold Scarecrow and
that's right.
If you consider Poison Ivy one, I've got Poison Ivy. If you consider Harley one, I've got 2 Harleys. That's about it.
All right. Well, who would you want to see made if you could? Doesn't have to be DC. It could be Marvel or movies.
Yeah, I really liked that image of Ra's al Ghul that you showed us in our private chat the other day. That would be a cool statue.
Was it the one from the CGC?
Probably, where he had like the fur collar coat. And,
that's the Ivan Reyes image from One Bad Day. That one.
Oh yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this would be one hell of a statue. I've actually recommended this to a couple of statue companies. Ivan Reyes, just how cool would that be with the pit below him?
Yep.
Flowing out. Actually, I mentioned you, Eric, in a video today that it hasn't gone up live yet, but we had a guest review for the new Psylocke.
Yeah.
And again, I'm really debating. Would you really be willing to do it if I sent it to you?
Yeah, that's all the work I've been getting right now is doing repaints. So might as well add another to the list.
You guys think I should do it? Just say screw it and just do it? Make a Talia Al Ghul out of that Psylocke.
I'm surprised we don't see her first before Ra's al Ghul because, Sideshow loves doing the ladies and they're good at doing them. So I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
But would people know who she is? Like, that's the thing. It's like, I mean, I want her for sure, but like the general public, I don't know if they took
I think people just like
years to do a
good-looking women
penguin.
statues, though. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to do a Talia, but we'll see. So I didn't go with my pick. I think my pick I go back and forth, but like my top three are Clayface, Ra's al Ghul, and I think maybe like Ventriloquist. I think that would be really cool to have all three of those. But I'd probably pick Clayface. I think Clayface in quarter scale or third scale would be incredible.
Yeah, John had a good one. I never thought about movie wise that Nicholson Joker would be obviously number one.
Yeah, I mean
nobody's ever done it, so
who wouldn't want that?
Yeah,
even Jeff Delaney would get, I think, a Nicholson Joker, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
there was a custom one several years ago that I thought was pretty nice, but I didn't order it.
Jeff, you're my number one guy. Come on, Jeff.
Did you see that custom one, John? Like 5 years ago?
I remember seeing a bust, a life-size bust.
They did two. They did a Nicholson with the top hat, and then they did the same one with the
Uncle Bingo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uncle Bingo with the black and white suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I've seen that in person actually. Looks good.
Really?
Where did you see that?
One of my buddy's collections over here. You guys.
Oh, that's cool. Borky, 1 of 2, Canadian, $2.20. Thank you very much. Content creator appreciation late fee. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you again, guys, tonight for running the show. Thank you very much. Bats in the Barrel for, I did see that John Romita, is it Romita, right? Senior passed away, a Marvel artist, co-creator, I believe, of Wolverine.
Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man 2. So big loss for the comic book world today. My thoughts and prayers are with his family. Everybody's saying rest in peace. Comic book legend.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Yep.
Everybody I think would love to see a Riddler made for sure. Got my Fabok Batman versus Joker with Todd 2. Rather wait than pay shipping from Prime 1 on that. So again, it's a great
Todd's actually in the chat.
Oh, Todd is here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there he is right there. The Todd father in the house. How's it going? We were just talking about you earlier. Thank you for being here, Todd.
So 1 second, Dan, to clarify on the shipping thing on Hulk, Todd sends out the invoices, but you don't have to pay them right away. It says on the invoice, it asks you to pay within 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get much closer to the actual arrival time.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Thanks.
Statue company should license Jack Nicholson's son likeness and save some money. It would probably be a little cheaper, I would think. Any word on how much longer we'll be waiting on the Tweeterhead Batman? So he is getting painted as we speak. I believe, if all things go well, I believe that Chad will be sending him to me just like he did with Two-Face. And so hopefully within the next couple weeks, maybe he'll come in. So hopefully I'll be able to premiere that with you guys, according to the newsletter and according to Chad. By the way, happy birthday, Chad. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Chad, at Tweeterhead. So it is only going to be 1/6 though, which does make me think that maybe Sideshow's got something Batman related up their sleeve, coming in quarter scale. We'll see, but it is going to be available in 1/6, and it is going to be available in 2 different colors.
Chris,
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a whole Trinity ready to go since we got that Wonder Woman tease. We haven't had a Superman in a while.
Good point. And again, those characters make money, so it's not a very big of a risk at all.
You think any fear of another quarter scale Batman infringing on the Batman on bike that they've got on PO right now?
It's a good point.
Well, possibly, but I think this will. I mean, obviously, that's a movie piece, and this will be a comic book piece, so it's 2 different worlds, kind of. And I don't know how well that Pattinson one is selling. It's a little higher price point, so maybe they're looking for something a little bit cheaper. I mean, it won't be anything like the Lightning Bolt, I don't think. I think it'll be something a lot more simplistic.
Right.
Are you okay with mix matching Tweeterhead? Let's say Tweeterhead's quarter scale pieces with, let's say, Sideshow's quarter scale premium
I am
formats.
now. I
Yeah.
think, Tweeterhead 1.0, maybe not as much. They had a lot smoother textures to them, but now they're doing a lot more, with the very similar textures to what Sideshow has. And so seeing that Two-Face in person, Jeff, you saw him in person. I would have no trouble displaying that Two-Face. And that's my plan, is to display him right next to the Sideshow pieces.
Yeah, I think he'll fit in pretty well.
Yep.
And I think that not the last, now it's 2 Batmans ago, the Hunchback Batman, to me, is the best so far comic Batman to display with Sideshow and Tweeterhead's current offerings of the Batman family.
Yeah.
I agree.
I've got
it shows a deformity on him, like we're seeing a deformity on all the characters.
I have the I was gonna say, I've got the quarter scale Joker here, and it pairs up, really well. So you just can't go wrong. Todd says, to clarify what Jeff said, the direct sale from China is still SEA.
It's just waiting for a container to be filled before it ships. They ship it immediately.
I see.
Oh good. I was about to ask about Darkseid Catwoman. I chose her over the Prime 1. Hope I didn't choose poorly. Thank you. I think you can't go wrong either way. I think they both have a very, very good likeness. Both fun poses. I have not had a Darkseid in person. Jeff's had multiple ones, and he swears by them. He thinks that they're incredible in person. So I trust his judgment, and I'm really excited about adding and reviewing that Catwoman here.
You got to think they're working real hard to get that one right.
Yeah,
Yep.
You would think so. I mean, I feel like that could absolutely put them on the map if it comes out well.
Yeah.
Still waiting on Queen 1/4 Joker from Spec. It's never coming, is it? Yeah, I think that they're still shipping those. I'm not sure which Queen 1/4 Joker. Oh, it's the
Ledger. The Ledger.
Yeah, the Ledger one. So I think that those are coming in batches, I think.
I still have that on order too.
All right. So hopefully it'll come sooner or later. I know that I know he just got a new batch in recently. So hopefully, fingers crossed, your name's on it. Thanks for the clarification. Let's see. I have just pre-ordered my Wonder Woman Rebirth statue by Prime 1. That's a great piece. Casual Nerd Problem says, the Everyday Collector, big fan of your channel. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Well, Prime 1 still deliver the stuff they already put out for pre-order. Yeah. I mean, unless they cancel it, but they haven't canceled too many pieces. But we are seeing some really low ESs, that's for sure.
Yep.
Prime 1 is leaving the door open to others to take a shot at the third scale DC market, like Legendary Beast and Darkseid. Yeah, I mean, again, sales are down, so they're not going to take as much risk. They're going to, do the sure thing for themselves, and that's just business. But it is what it is. But yeah, they've definitely left the door open, and Legendary Beast, I think, are really going to swoop in here. From what I've seen, from the renders I've seen, the stuff they've teased, it's exciting. It's really exciting.
It is.
It'd be interesting to see if their license changes, if Prime 1's not going to do DC anymore. Although you said they might.
They're still doing DC, but they're slowing down. They're slowing down.
I asked Jay yesterday when I should expect the Iron Man. That's coming first quarter next year.
Wow, fast.
I thought that was awesome. I didn't expect it to be first quarter.
Yeah, that's really quick.
Turnover's been fairly quick, even with this Hulk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
I'm most looking forward to my Batsuit Joker from Prime 1. I've gotten past the $500 shipping depression. LOL. Got my girlfriend a new purse if she doesn't kill me. That's probably smart.
Don't remind me of that shipping cost, and I just
you got 47 purses.
CC's autographs are $10. I like that. At an AEW event, have a great stream. Well, that's awesome. Have fun. I've never been to an AEW show. WWE was just here in Wichita on Monday. We didn't go. 1/4 scale Scarface or Solomon Grundy. That would be incredible. I am getting that quarter scale Grundy, and it should be shipping within the next month or so. Dan, question. When you order from the frame place, you have to pick frame size with matte in mind, or will they do it automatically? And what acrylic do you recommend? Thanks, brother.
Okay, so basically what you do is input the image size, and then it's going to frame accordingly for you. So it'll do it all automatically. In terms of the plexi, it depends. If you have direct or indirect sunlight in the room, I would use the museum plexi. If you're if you don't have direct sunlight in a a relatively shaded room, then I would go ahead and just use the I believe they call it the framers plexi, and it's 0.6, I believe 0.60 is how they rate it. So yeah.
So most of the glass on what's like in your office is the museum glass. Because I've never done the museum glass. I always go with the standard plexi.
I have only a few are the museum, and it's really, I'm just looking around. It's really only on the and it's the smaller ones. It's the originals.
Yeah.
That I have that on, because the originals are inked, and even though they don't get a lot of sunlight, there is natural light in the room, so they still will fade over time.
That's not the anti-glare one, right? That's
no, I don't like anti-glare.
Yeah, we were talking about that one show. Do not get the anti-glare, because I have one of those, and it just makes the image all blurry looking.
Yeah, it's really not good. I don't like them either.
It's terrible. It kills the contrast in the piece. So, yeah.
This is totally amazing, and I love every statue that Batman Statue Collector has. Well, thank you very much. Again, we've got some really great statue representation here tonight in the gallery, which is always awesome. Again, thanks for Todd being here tonight. Sorry if you already talked about it, but thoughts on the new Wonder Woman reveal from Sideshow. So actually, that's what we're going to get to now. Do you guys want to kind of like move on to photos?
Let's look at photos.
Real quick though, 200 people watching, kind of big. Let's go. Thank you very much. We got 200. We had 217 a minute ago. It just dropped down to 201. But if we get to 260, I'm going to live pre-order tonight. So we'll see. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at our photos. Let me get rid of our banner here, and we'll get right into the stuff here.
Chris, why is your Queen Batman behind you?
I was just thinking that too.
So it is behind me. First of all, can you guys see this okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's behind me because I just made a sale video, and I was considering selling him and the Joker. And he's been kind of on a low shelf, and so I put him on the table, and I'm like, nope, he's too cool. Not going to sell him.
Yeah. That's how it
Sometimes
works.
you just got to be reminded, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why he's up there. I just needed to be reminded.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. This was shown today. Again, big surprise from Sideshow. I don't think it's actually been confirmed, the scale.
No, it hasn't.
And so we're all just assuming quarter scale.
It's got to be a PF.
It's got to be, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I would assume. But what do you guys think?
Beautiful, gorgeous, and every other word that goes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be a big, big hit, and it will end up in the sanctuary. I'm positive.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they do with the base on this.
I hope that the factory can get at least 90%, because it can be so disappointing when you look at a prototype with painted eyes and then you get that production piece with a decal, and it's just like, what could have been, you know?
What could have been.
And that's what worries me. I think this is, first of all, I think Sideshow was brilliant, putting up this teaser off the cuff of what's going on with XM.
Yep.
And their Wonder Woman. I think it's brilliant.
You think that timing was coincidental, my friend? No way in the world.
But
no way in the world.
You know, I worry. I think Sideshow can sometimes be their own worst enemy, because they put up such great prototypes and teasers for this piece. Stunning. You know, it had the ricochet bullets, just like the cap off Captain America's shield. Love the effect. What worries me is going to be that final portrait, because we're starting to see it in hand, a little bit of the Gwen Stacy, and in some photos it's, you know, some of the eyes are off, and the way they did the teeth. I hope it's something that can be fixed, but I really hope that doesn't happen here, because this piece has a lot of potential.
Yep.
Do you think it's a Will Harbottle?
I don't know. I emailed Will today and just said, nicest eyes I've ever seen on a Sideshow statue. He hasn't responded yet, but I suspect he will.
I suspect as well.
Jeff, did Will Harbottle do the remember the Wonder Woman from, God, it's got to be 2015, 16, 17, that the one it had hair just like this. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I still have that one, but she's boxed up. He was one of 3 or 4 on that piece, but I'm not sure what part he did. I assume portrait, but I don't know for sure.
That piece still holds up to today.
It totally does.
It does. I agree.
But I just found it interesting that they used the same approach on the hair with this piece.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, beautiful piece, and hopefully we'll see more in the next coming weeks. We'll keep you posted here on the channel.
I have to say, though, as much as I'm concerned about the portrait, I have so many examples in my collection where they did get it right. I mean, the latest Black Canary, the Red Sonja,
Zatanna.
the cat, Zatanna, the Catwoman on the Gargoyle,
Zatanna looks better.
Rebel Terminator, Harley, Hell on Wheels.
Yep.
The Ivy where she's coming out of the plant. I mean,
Yep.
they really made it work on many of them.
Yeah, I think this will be really big, and I'm really optimistic about the outcome. I think that they'll nail this one.
Yep.
She'll be very popular.
Yep.
This was another big reveal. It was kind of interesting because it is from Blitzway, and everything on the Blitzway. Hold on just a second. I'm not sure. Did somebody just join us? Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Hold, please. Look at this.
Hey!
I'm sleeveless.
I have to tell you. I have to tell you, Jeff, you have been incredibly missed. All of us have said we missed Jeff. Where is he? Where is he? And we're so glad that you're here.
Yep.
Work is awful through the summer.
Well, we hear that. We know you've been really, really busy, but I have to put you back in your normal square. And don't want to weird Delaney out. How have you been, my friend?
2 people in the office normally, and starting this past January, I'm the only one in the office now. And now that summer has started, and we have students we have like 40 come through every week, and it's just kind of, it's
been
exactly
nonstop.
what you would think.
Nonstop.
Monday was like, you go into the bullet train and you think you're going to get on it and ride it, but no, they strap you to the nose and take off.
Well, we're sorry you've been so busy, but again, just like you said, Jeff, I missed you. So yeah, we absolutely have missed you. Everybody's excited that you're back. So anyway, it's not Rogues Gallery without Jeff Morris. So thank you very much for being here, my friend.
You are welcome. Happy to be back and bring my smart ass mouth.
Hey, we love it. We love it. So we were just looking at photos, so we'll get back to it. Okay. Okay. All right. So
Witcher. That season's starting soon. I think in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, it's a good show.
So again, this thing looks incredible to me. I think it's the best Henry Cavill license or likeness to date. Again, it is done by Blitzway, and the weird thing about it is it doesn't have any Prime One logoing on it.
Well, it's on their site now.
It is, but it still doesn't have any of their logoing on it.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was really strange because usually it's in conjunction with Prime One. So I don't know for sure if it's a Prime One piece. I would assume. But the cool thing about it is it's going to be 3rd scale and quarter scale, both. But I mean, what do you guys think of the likeness here?
Awesome.
It's awesome.
I think it's better than the Superman likenesses we've seen.
Oh, it's so good.
Clearly, too. Like, not just by a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's above and beyond anything they've done in terms of likeness. And again, Blitzway, I don't know if it's K.A. Kim or not. I suspect it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's obviously got the real hair, which is really cool. So I don't know exactly how they'll do that because their heads are PVC. So I'm not exactly sure if it'll be like a little wig or what they'll do. Something similar to what Queen Studios did with their Joker. But I mean, look at that.
It's great.
Yep.
Man, it's awesome. It is awesome. So anyway, like I said, it is in 3rd scale and also going to be in quarter scale. But again, a lot of detail. I think this one will be very, very popular. There's a lot of Witcher fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the detail on the sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
That's wild.
So I'm excited for Witcher fans. Obviously, there's been a lot of video game ones over the years, but I think this might be the first live action one they've done.
And it's not it's not cheap, but it's not crazy priced. I think the 1/3 is $11.99.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not bad.
not bad.
That's not bad at all.
And that's not bad at all.
cheap for
And this is,
today.
yeah, I was gonna say that's not bad at all for today's prices. And this we're looking at right here is the quarter,
Mhm.
and I think it looks just as good.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, it might have maybe a little tiny bit less detail, but I still think it looks fantastic to me.
Yep.
So congratulations to anybody that's picking that one up. Again, probably one of the best likenesses I've seen them do. Really, really good. That's just awesome. Speaking of likenesses, this is our really crappy screen grab from the J&D teaser.
And it still looks good.
But I think it looks very, very good from what I've seen. I typically tend to be really impressed with J&D with their sculpts like this. I feel like sometimes when it goes to silicone, sometimes it gets lost in translation for me a little bit. But I think that looks just like Christopher Reeve to me. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crappy screenshot and missing his hair, and I could still automatically see him right away. So
Mhm.
Yeah, you just automatically know. And so again, I'm assuming, are you guys thinking like, what do you think? I've seen $3,000 price point for this one. What do you guys think?
I mean, they'll probably get it because nobody else has been able to do a good Christopher Reeve statue.
Yeah, they need to hit this likeness out of the park, though. I mean, they have to do it. But I think if they do, they'll definitely get $3,000 for it because there's so many Christopher Reeve fans out there.
So they're definitely doing this silicone. Well, it has to be silicone because they're hand punching the hair, right? Because the video looked like, this was a video, right? It looked like they were painting this, unless they just paint like the prototype.
This right here, they always do like the mock-up, and then it is transferred over to silicone.
Okay.
But this, I would love to see them get away from silicone.
Yeah,
I
was
think
about to ask, with you.
I would love to see that. I don't know if they ever will. I think it would definitely help with the price point, but I think that they're doing great with the likenesses. So if they could just get that, but I mean, time will tell. But right now they're silicone based.
And they've also teased a Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, because you could see the suit in the background. So it's really, that'll be cool. Very similar to what they did with the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, the pinstripe first day on the Daily Planet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really good.
I'd love to see them tackle like a polystone with their, because I think something they really do well is their tailoring.
Yeah, agreed.
Their tailoring is
yeah,
spot on.
Yeah, the tailoring's really well done. I just feel like I always feel like they're really close. And I just feel like it's the silicone that holds them back. If they could just focus on the sculpt and not worry about the silicone with the eyes and the way the teeth make, the false teeth or whatever, I think that it could be awesome.
And if they were to do a almost like a sideshow call to action, Clark Kent,
That'd be cool.
Oh, that would.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
be awesome. This is the Catwoman. This is a production of the Catwoman 1/3. I think she looks phenomenal here. Speaking of likeness, looking great. Queen Studios absolutely nailed this one. I am currently selling my pre-order. That's one of my items in my video. It's going to go up this week. And so if anybody's interested, I am asking retail $3,200 plus shipping. It would ship direct from Todd. Again, I just think I'm going to go a little different direction with the space that I have coming up. I probably will learn to regret it because I do want the Bat Pod. But at the end of the day, I got to make the right choice for me. But I mean, how great does she look here?
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Incredible.
Now we just need the
But aren't
Batman
they supposed to be doing a Batman on the Bat Pod?
They said that, but I have not heard of anything since. So I don't know if they've scrapped it or maybe it'll come out in the future. But man, this looks good.
I just every time I see silicone, I can't even if I decided to collect it, the dust issues would worry me. Like as far as it collecting dust and trying to remove dust from it.
Well, this is not silicone.
That's not silicone.
This is polystone.
So they can do hand punched hair on polystone?
Nope, they do wigs.
Ah, okay.
They did the same thing with the Joker. They did a wig technique.
Okay.
So it is silicone. I mean, it is polystone.
Polystone. Okay.
Why is Queen so good at getting actor likenesses in polystone when other companies have trouble?
That's why I'm surprised that other companies haven't tried.
Yep.
Because this is achievable.
I'm looking at their Tom Holland and their Gal Gadot, and I'm 100% happy with both of them.
Yeah, I mean they're phenomenal. So I have complete faith in Queen with their likenesses and what they're able to do with Polystone.
That is the best looking version of her I think I've seen.
I agree. I think it's better than the bust.
Yeah.
And I love the bust. I mean, I'm still considering getting the bust, but I just think that this looks just like her. And again, I am selling it. So if anybody's interested, the Batman statue collector at gmail.com. I've got about 5 people that are on the fence. But the first person that sends me the money will get it. So if anybody's interested, let me know. This came out of the blue today. I just did a video today about this, which is, I think it's awesome that they're doing these busts. Again, I'd like to see them do this more often. What do you guys think? I think it looks incredible. Of course, Dan and I are getting the full size statue. Dan, does it make you mad they're doing a bust?
You know, I had a little bit of that twinge when I saw this morning, but then after I thought about it for a minute, no, I want the whole statue.
Yeah.
I think I love the suit. I love what Pattinson did with Batman. I'm a big fan. I'm looking forward to the next movie. Even if it was only a short run, even if it's only 2 movies that he ends up doing, I love the whole thing. So yeah, I'm happy to get the whole statue.
Does it make you want to buy one of these? If it's $300, does it make you want to buy one so you can display the other portrait?
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Probably because you're going to be most likely displaying the unmasked head.
The unmasked. So yeah.
Right.
Thanks,
I'm
Chris.
considering doing the same thing.
Chris just cost me $300.
Yes, I did. I'm good at that. Hey, you enable me all the time. I have to enable you a little.
He said,
They should include that. That sucks. I don't think that's cool.
Because we bought the deluxe version or whatever. This absolutely should come with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think that would be awesome if Prime One, if you're listening to this, if they threw us a bone and said, hey, we're going to include that part. They wouldn't have to include the extra head because it's already included.
Just
Right.
the stand.
Just
Right.
the stand.
Yep.
I think that would
that's a
be
no-brainer.
incredible of them to do that.
That's a no-brainer.
I wonder
Because-
if they'll do a Keaton bus like this.
Ooh.
That's what people are wondering. They're wondering about a Keaton bust or a Michelle Pfeiffer bust.
Yeah. Now you're going to cost
yeah.
me $300.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's almost like I think this is great for collectors who don't want to display the full statue and sink that amount of money into this piece or representation of Batman. But at the same time, it's almost like you can now buy the non-deluxe and just pick up the bust.
Correct. There's no incentive to buy the deluxe anymore.
See, here's the issue. I'm not a movie collector, but I would love to own the full statue. So now it's like, do I just pick up the bust? I don't collect movie busts. But if I did pick up this bust, I would want both portraits. So now I would have to buy 2 busts.
Both busts. That's $600.
Now,
Exactly.
I'm at like $600 probably for both busts. At that point, I might as well just buy the whole statue.
I know,
Yeah.
but no, but that's not true because $600 is still way cheaper than the full statue is. The full
And you get-
statue is
and you
gonna
get
be
the
what,
representation.
close to $2,000 shipped.
Yeah.
I wish they offered both portraits for the one bust. I
Me
wouldn't know
too.
which one to choose. I would end up buying the 2 of them.
Did you watch my video today?
Which one?
I did a
I think so,
reaction
yeah.
to this.
I think
So that's what I saw these photos this morning. So I did the video, and then I had it all edited and uploaded. And then I was on Facebook and I saw, because I was complaining that they didn't do an unmasked one. And then I found out, oh crap, they did an unmasked one. So I had to go back and re-edit all the footage and add it. Because that was the thing. It's like, why don't they just do one bust with the 2 portraits? That'd be pretty awesome.
I mean, if I had to choose, as much as I like the unmasked on the full version of the statue, I think I would pick the masked for the bust.
Yeah. So anyway, that's coming out soon. It goes up for pre-order this week at Prime One. I would assume Sideshow will have it because they do also have the full statue, but time will tell. Ooh, look at this. Hello. So we saw a really great Wonder Woman earlier. This is a really great Wonder Woman from Legendary Beast. Again, incredible portraits. This is the way Wonder Woman should be done. So you guys have options here, but what do you guys think of this?
Yes.
That's it. One word. Yep.
Yeah, just stunning. Third scale here, guys.
So would Jeff Delaney PO this and the Sideshow piece?
Well, Sideshow's messing with me, man. I mean, I wasn't planning on the Wonder Woman, but it's possible that I would get both. Yeah, and I've already got the Queen already.
Oh, that's
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of Wonder Woman.
It is. And
That's a lot of Wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
this
have
is
much
one
Wonder-
with a couple of torsos as well. So you'll get a torso stand from LBS. That's for sure.
That's right. So Jeff, all you have to do is start practicing and say, "Hey, I'm Jeff, the Wonder Woman statue collector."
Yeah,
That's all you got to
there
do.
you go.
Rebrand yourself.
Yeah,
But this is going to be a special piece, I think.
I like I told you guys in the chat, like Alex Ross's Wonder Woman isn't like the most beautiful looking Wonder Woman, but it's very iconic looking. I think they did a good job of doing Alex's work, but making her still a little bit more attractive looking.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
anyway, she's hopefully we'll be seeing more from her.
Should be in
Removable cape as
early
well.
July.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, with the cape as well. Cape
Yeah.
can be taken off.
Yeah, the Toy Con in the Philippines is where you're gonna see a lot of the good stuff this year.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
This is a hot toy exhibition. This is a life-size Barry from the Flash, which is pretty cool to see. These exhibitions are incredible. I would love to go to one of these. But this is even cooler. They have life-size bat suits from the Flash
Look at that.
That's
Where
awesome.
was that?
somewhere overseas.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
But these are all life-size, and then they're going to do all of these. Well, at least they're showing all of these in 6 scale also.
Can you imagine?
He's got
Um,
wings.
But it's really
That
cool to
blue
see all
and
these
gray
Keaton
looks
suits.
great.
But I like the blue. I mean, they took a Keaton suit and kind of made it blue and yellow. They've got the original suits in the background, the new suit from the film. Just how cool is it? How cool is all that?
Just awesome.
So they've, again, here's all these. These are all life size. I mean, they even did a Keaton face, which is neat. And then these are all the 6 scale ones.
Do we think those are the stands that the sixth scales are going to come on?
Yes,
They are.
because they've already have
it
them up for
looks like
pre-order.
the Batman.
Wow.
Yeah, they've already got the Batman up for pre-order. And it's the same base.
Makes for a pretty cool set.
Yeah,
It's
really
a very
does.
cool set. It's almost like the Iron Man armory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also have the Flash 6 scale. I think he looks really good likeness wise, and obviously they have an unmasked portrait here as well. I think that's really good.
Yep.
Good
Did you
likeness.
see they actually let him do an interview yesterday?
Yeah.
I was real surprised.
He's
He's a
He's an
freak show.
interesting fella.
yeah. He's out there.
He is out there. I think this will be his last Flash film. But anyway, I think that still looks really good
Yeah.
likeness wise. So again, this is from Hot Toys, and I believe all these are up for pre-order already at Sideshow or whatever retailer you visit. But really good likeness. Looks like he has the moving eyes as well.
Oh, yeah.
His stand looks, it's like the Batman.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
that's cool. That's awesome. So anyway, that's Barry. They also had this guy, and I don't know if this
Spoiler.
is.
Yeah. I'm not looking.
We already seen this on McFarlane, so
You
Yeah, I
got
was
the
gonna
Last
say,
of
they've
Us license? No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, it does look like Last of Us.
it does look like that.
So we won't spend much time on him, but he was at this exhibition, so don't know. And they also had the new Wonder Woman. This is that Wonder Woman variant.
Yeah.
she
Waitlisted almost immediately.
Yeah, I was going to say almost immediately,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
but
with a heavy price point, 400.
Ooh,
yeah, and that
Yeah.
A very
crazy.
heavy price point. Yeah. But same with this
And
one.
this one.
This one too, which I really like the bats. I think that's really cool. I don't know how many people love this one with the blue, but it's obviously just a Dark Knight variant.
First thing that came to mind was Prime 1 with the bats, to be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
I just don't. This didn't work for me in the blue and the gray. Not as well as that Keaton suit does.
Yeah, I agree. And even I was kind of curious as you felt because you like the blue Batman,
Mhm.
and so I was curious what you thought of this one, but it doesn't work for me either.
Yeah.
No, it just doesn't. It's not. It's not right.
And this one waitlisted fairly quickly as well.
Yeah,
But the price point made a little bit more sense at $290. So
That's a little bit better
It's a little bit better. Yeah.
for sure.
But I think these were like very limited to like 500
Yeah, they are.
pieces.
That
Both
makes
of them.
sense.
Yeah, they're really
So-
catching on these variants. Didn't they do like a Joker, like radar version or something like that?
I don't know.
Like a sonar version?
That
of
was,
Joker?
I think, a Hasbro or something like. Or
Oh,
I saw that. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Hot Toys did that actually.
This is the Hot Toys Keaton, the new Keaton. I think this looks phenomenal.
This is cool.
And it's got the different portraits and stuff. It looks great.
Yeah.
There's the unmasked. I think that one will be very, very popular. They also had the new, this one I'm not a big fan of, with called the honeycomb suit, but
Yeah, it's the bike suit.
yeah.
Yeah, and the
But
likeness is not there.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like Affleck at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's accurate for a motorcycle suit, but I just don't like the look of it.
Yeah. Then they had the Christian Bale one where he's basically a statue. He's not a figure,
Yes.
but I think that's awesome too. Again, they kind of had them all on display.
That's a solid display right there.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Uh,
And the 89 Batmobile,
Oh,
Mm.
beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Had some really, really great exhibition here. Had all kinds of great stuff on display.
that's cool.
Yeah, I got the car and the
Which one was
Batwing.
that? Oh, that's Hot Toys, right? Was that Hot Toys?
Hot
McFarlane?
Yeah,
Toys, yeah,
Hot Toys.
112 scale.
Yeah, Hot Toys there and Hot Toys here.
That's got to be pretty
Mm.
big. These vehicles got to be pretty big, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, vehicles are 6 scale, and the Batwing was 112.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And they even had the Arkham stuff on display.
Nice.
And
King
the other ones there. Even the quarter scale. Just did the review for that one. This is the piece, the Batman right there is what I'm giving away from Collector Zone.
Yeah.
When we get to 43K, we'll be giving that away, guys.
Nice.
That had a beautiful base
Yeah, it's so good.
with the rogues.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love it. I didn't even know it had that. I was like, it's so cool. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm excited to give that away. Again, thanks to Marcos for providing that. This is a new Superman teaser from In Art. So we've got a new
That's Cavill.
Cavill. Yeah, Cavill. That's what I was looking for. A 1/6 scale from him, just a teaser. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah. Speaking of cool, man, out of the box, this guy is looking insane. Daniel Bell's Joker. I would assume that means he's going to ship soon.
You would think.
But can't wait to get this guy in and add him to my collection. I think he looks great here.
So you finally gonna sell the older PF, huh? The Joker?
I will not ever sell that.
No.
The classic one, right?
This, I mean, I don't know which one will end up in the case, in the actual diorama that I'm going to make, but I mean, that one always has a place in my collection.
Yeah.
This guy's going up for pre-order next week. I think we might. I was going to have a call with Chad today, but we got busy, and so I think he actually might come on to talk about this piece. Maybe Dave Igo might come on as well. So we'll see. We might have a special. I don't know. We might have a special Rogues next week. I don't know if we can get it in the schedule. But Jeff, you saw this one at Monster Palooza. How great is this look in person?
Yeah, it's awesome in person. It got a ton of attention. I think this is going to do well for them, and it's just the beginning. They've got Medusa lined up after this, and a werewolf in this line.
Ooh, wow.
So yeah, I think it's going to be good.
So it's obviously their take on all of the classic kind of universal monsters, and which is exciting. Is this sculpted by Dave or is this sculpted by somebody else?
I don't know.
Could be Al Makar.
It could be. You know what? I liked it when we saw the closed mouth portrait, but this portrait is insanely good.
Yeah, this one's my favorite by far.
The teeth look so good. The tongue, everything about it is really well done.
I'm hoping this line sells really well for them. I kind of wish that they had, had a couple of them on display, like just so we can kind of get a feel for what the rest of the line will be like.
Yeah.
I think that would maybe help ease the mind of collectors, but I mean, how great to have an original line from them.
The only negative, and I mentioned it in my video, is I wish there was a little more variation of color on the base.
The dog agrees.
Yeah. Everything is, there's kind of a monochromatic feel to the base. The tree trunk could be a little more brown. The snake could have more color in it. I just wish there was more color there.
Do you think it fits the older, like, Universal monster style, though? Just keeping it simple?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, usually I would agree with maybe that's what they were going for, though.
Yeah, it could be. Again, maybe if we have them on, they could talk about it a little bit. I mean, look at
stunning. Yeah, this is stunning.
That's so cool.
It's pieces like this that would get me to deviate from my focus to kind of have some representation in the collection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That last photo was one of mine. That's the picture I specifically took for the thumbnail for my video.
Yeah, I mean, how could you go wrong with that? I mean, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. And I love the base. I love the snake.
Snake, the turtles, little frog. Yeah.
It's fun. Maybe if they add a little bit of, like, maybe a little bit brighter green on the moss, maybe that would maybe help or something. But I think it looks great.
Jeff, they had mentioned, because I know something that stood out to me was a little bit of the seam lines.
Yeah,
the portrait.
I'm hoping that's improved in the production piece. I didn't ask Igo about it, but that'd be a good question for them if they come on.
Where are they?
They're lower than you would expect. It's
right
more
there
like,
on the leg.
Yeah, but I think the one people are really concerned about is higher up, like for the portrait.
Right there, yeah.
Oh,
right
this line right there.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I wonder what they could do. Maybe like just make the line more jagged, kind of like, because there's so much curvature to this piece, like so many lines that are wavy.
Mm-hmm.
It can blend in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm sure it's probably too far along, but
It's probably why they broke up the leg like that, because the leg's probably not removable. They probably just trying to add a little more seams every here and there.
But
yeah, regardless,
sure looks great.
This is a stunner.
Yeah, it's awesome. Here's that teaser. Obviously, we saw the sculpt earlier with the face, but this was the teaser that they did. I think the tailoring is looking really good. Again, like John mentioned earlier, that it just they do a great job with their tailoring for sure. J&D.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen. There was a show a few years back called Hollywood Treasure. Actually, more than a few years back, where these this one company out of Los Angeles would hunt down original props, and one of the collectors they visited had one of these suits there, an original screen worn suit.
Nice.
And that texture looks exactly like what I remember seeing in that show. Like, it's pretty cool that they captured it this way, because it looked just like that, the real thing.
With the lines.
Yeah.
It's almost like pajamas or something.
But it looks like the right scale too. You know what I mean? Like the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see them easily getting it wrong. And that looks right there to me.
I agree.
It's ribbed.
Yeah.
I love it.
For his pleasure.
This is a piece. It's a quarter scale. I haven't seen much play on this one or talk about this one, but this is the quarter scale Nightmare Batman from Iron Studios, and I think it looks pretty good.
Looks good there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks better than what I remember.
So anyway, that's shipping now. Obviously, got some nice textures to it. Again, quarter scale from them. I think I had this one out of order, but this one I just wanted to show the size of the bat bike.
What a beast!
It's hard to see. Sometimes Queen Studios, their movie pieces seem to be slightly small, and so I think this one will match the other quarter scales, but it does look a little small. Maybe a little bit more on the quarter scale side, but after looking at the portraits, I feel like the portraits are maybe a little bit bigger than quarter, obviously, but certainly not the size of like a Prime 1 third scale. But the bike looks cool. XM teasing a new Spider-Man. Look at this thing.
Yeah. What is this, Carnage? I think it's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, the absolute carnage to tie in with that other piece they did.
So anyway, that'll be, hopefully we'll see more of that here soon. I threw this in. So this was on display somewhere. This is the Pure Art penguin. I still like this. I know it's silly with the stand, but I still like it.
I was watching the video, so I found this interesting. So it actually is a mask. It's a silicone mask.
Oh,
There's
wow.
there's no back of the head. Like the head, caves in like
Really?
like the Joker mask. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, and it's massive. I saw it next to somebody, and it's way bigger than we think it is.
That's the only thing. If you look at it from behind, the back of his head is flat. So like the hair just lays flat. You don't have that oval shape of a normal head.
Yeah, there's not the depth to it.
Yeah.
But
So
it looks
Eric,
good.
does it come with a form that the mask fits over?
I don't know.
It's got to have something. I mean, it's got to have something that it sits
But
on.
they were speaking about like that's how they're able to keep the prices so low. There's they were saying that like it's not like a huge like silicone round object. It's just like just that mask, so they're able to cut down on the material and offer a better price to
That's
collectors.
You can take off the monocle, you can take off the cigarette holder, and you can also take off the hat if depending on what look you want. But I think they did a really nice job with it. This to me, this looks a lot better than their promotional photos. This is another Spider-Man. Maybe this is the Carnage one, Eric.
Year of the Spider. No, the last one was the Carnage, I believe.
Okay.
Sure
What's this one then?
This is the symbiote.
Yeah,
symbiote Spider. Okay.
Symbiote Spidey, yeah.
So that's another teaser from XM. Lightened up a little bit, probably thanks to Eric.
Lots of. I think you did that one. I was trying to lighten this one up, and I was having difficult. Like they're making it more challenging to like.
I know they really are. I've noticed that too.
I think Delaney said it's like so many, like especially Sideshow, so many people doing Spider-Man statues this year.
Yeah, a lot of Spider-Man.
The year of the spider.
Yeah.
XM's going really hard with the teasers lately. Over the last couple
Yes,
weeks.
they are. This is a piece that I just saw. It's from Blitzway. I didn't even know Blitzway does 6 scale, but apparently they're doing them now.
Yeah, they've done 6 scale for a long time.
Okay, I guess I didn't know. But this is I have no idea where this is from. I'm assuming video game something or other.
What's going on with their hands? She's got third skill hands.
Yeah, they're like big gloves.
That's good.
But
Looks like the Thing's hands.
yeah. But anyway, I had never seen one of these, so I thought, well, maybe somebody would like to see it on the channel.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Cute. And a lot of different options too with her, with different accessories and stuff.
That's cool.
So anyway, we won't spend too much time on her, but I thought maybe some of you would want to see it. From Blitzway. New art print at Sideshow. Really like this one a lot. The goblin in the background. So I think that one is up for order right now, or will be soon. And this one also, the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Kind of fun. And threw this one in as well. I thought this was a really cool one. I believe Mr. Default has ordered this one.
I have. Yeah.
By the way, your box shipped today, sir.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, got some Clayton Crane exclusives from Dallas Fan Expo coming your way.
Awesome.
But a new Harley they just revealed. Had to show off my new Joker.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely love it. Thanks for your advice, Dan, on the framing.
No, that came out great.
And my Sean Murphy framed. And I'll be framing some more next week when the frames go back on half sale at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, so you did that at Hobby Lobby. So what is that, like a double mat with the black?
Double mat.
Like,
Yeah,
like
double
really
mat. It was like $4 or something for the mat. And then the frame was half off.
I like how they did that.
Same frame there.
Yep.
And then I just did a black crumpled. They had a black crumpled paper thing. You can't see it on here, but that's what I used for the background.
Okay.
Kind of doing a black and white theme, again, inspired by Dan.
Yeah,
Those look great.
This was an in-hand canvas from Sideshow. This is Richard Luong. And after I saw this in hand, I'm like, I kind of want it.
This is nice.
It's pretty cool. I think the canvas is sold out, though. I kind of like the canvas ones. This is Kotobukiya. I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of the when Batman 89, where he's looking up at the helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is clearly from the new movie, but I thought the portrait looks really good.
Can't go wrong with the price point.
Yeah, the price point on Kotobukiya way better than some of the companies that we collect for sure. Got the He-Man life-size bust. What did you think of this one in person, Jeff?
Looks fantastic. It's really, really good next to Skeletor. That's not me barking.
It's like you're getting really excited about the bust, Jeff.
My dog just ran in here now.
No, I think people will be really happy with this. It's great.
Do you think this will sell as good as the Skeletor, though?
I don't know. Skeletor is so iconic.
I know.
I think it'll do very well for them.
I do too. I'm excited. I think anything they touch with He-Man right now will do well.
Yeah. Hopefully they price it right.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I think they did a really nice job with the sculpt.
Yeah.
Colors look good. So anyway, that's coming up from Tweeterhead. If you haven't seen that one, again, life-size bust from them, and that will of course go with their Skeletor. And speaking of Skeletor, this is their fifth scale.
That thing's big.
Oh, I bet.
It's neat though.
Actually, I guess we did see it at San Diego, didn't we? But not colored yet.
Correct.
Yeah, I forgot that we saw it in person. But man, yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Does that staff light up, or is that just catching the background light?
It's just catch. Oh yeah, there was a really bright light in the next booth.
That does look
You framed it up real nice, though.
Yeah,
really
right.
cool. Yeah.
I tell you, you can really tell that Igo has passion for these projects. I mean, it's just, they're so good. He-Man as well was on display there at Monster Palooza. Battle Cat. That's a big piece too.
Yep.
And they also had their Merman. This was, I think, a con exclusive for, was it PowerCon or something?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
A little different color bust. And again, there's Skeletor from a different angle. Looking good. They also had the PCS RoboCop there. What did you think of that one?
I liked it a lot. There's two of them. There's RoboCop and RoboCop 2, and those are going up for pre-order at the end of this month.
Nice.
And they're pretty cool. I'm curious what the price will be. I think they're going to do well.
Peter Weller was at Fan Expo Dallas, so I got to see him.
Oh, cool.
In the flesh. These are not as good of photos, but they give you kind of an idea that there's a lot of bright light on this booth.
Yeah, that's a good pose. That's the number one. That's the first RoboCop movie, and then the one with the blue tint in the back is RoboCop 2.
That's cool. This is the new 10 scale Keaton Batman. I think this looks awesome.
Yeah,
I love the pose.
That looks kind of big for 10 scale.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah. So I think this is actually going to be a really cool piece.
10 inches.
Nice base. It's got the Batcave background.
Yeah, that's neat.
So yeah, I really like this one a lot. They're also doing a Flash as well.
Nice.
Yeah, colors are kind of cool on it.
Yeah.
There's that kind of bizarro Dark Knight that we were talking about earlier with the blue. But the bats are cool. I like the bats. Yeah, kind of a weird concept. And obviously it's sold out real quick. So same exact thing that they used before, I believe, just painted it different. We won't spend too much time on it. They had that awesome diorama of the Joker escaping on display. And I just had to share these photos because like I love this piece.
Yeah, this is different.
It is so cool. It's the scale I don't collect, but I just love it. Love it. And again, that was crap. Who made it? Is it Pure Arts?
Sumi? I think it's
Oh
Sumi.
yeah, Sumi Art. Sumi Art.
Yeah,
Thank
Sumi.
you. Yeah, Sumi. And this was the variant with the jumpsuit.
There
This
it is.
is this is what Eric was talking about. Yeah.
It's like the haunted museum.
Yeah, Haunted Mansion Joker.
Haunted mansion. Sorry.
But it's supposed to be the Sonar, which I thought was kind of a cool take. But a new figure from McFarlane Gold Label.
McFarlane. Okay.
Yeah, kind of
If
fun.
you can find one,
Yeah, I
these
bet
things
they're
they do like that are
That's neat.
impossible to find.
I bet. This was something that Brad Ladner just picked up, actually. This is one of those replicas. I think NECA is the one that makes this. Has all the gadgets and the weapon for the belt, but it's a life size. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if you ever got like a life size Keaton something. This would be a cool thing to, kind of add to it. It's kind of neat.
That's so cool. Yep.
What kind of gadgets you get on that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many, like the torch and the taser and the scanner, just all, and even the grapple launcher comes with it.
What's
Yeah,
the
if you
last
wanted to fight crime, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's right. I have the Batarang, this exact Batarang from NECA here in the collection. But it's just really cool. I thought the Bat Belt was really neat.
What's the
Think you need
waistline on
I think you need to review that and put it on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know if it fit around my waist,
that?
but
That's the thing, right?
oh, it is expandable actually. I saw a thing where the whole back part expands out, so it's pretty neat. This is also from PCS. This is quarter scale, right, Jeff?
Yes.
Because this was at Monster Palooza as well.
Yep. These are my photos.
That was creepy. I thought that was a fan in the background, but I realized it was Prince.
Yeah, it's Vigo, the master of evil. Trying to rattle my boys. It's not legal. Little Bobby Brown for you guys. What do you think of the likeness on these in person, Jeff?
I thought this was about 80%. I actually thought Ray was a little bit better.
Yeah, I see him more there.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a cool line. There's good detail on the pack there in the back. The poses are good. The stream is really well done.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be popular.
I don't think I have any stream pictures. Was all three of them or all four of them there, or just these two?
Nope, just these two.
Okay.
So far.
So I'm assuming we'll get them all from.
Yeah.
This is from PCS.
The likeness isn't perfect, but I think they're going to sell well either way.
Yeah, I think so too. This is from Elite Creatures.
Yeah.
Was that the thing from your video today, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that
So, in my opinion,
was pretty cool.
Tweeterhead and ECC had the two best booths at the show. ECC, I'm not too familiar with how their production pieces come out, but they had amazing pieces at their booth. This is a life-size ET. I think it's going to sell for $4,500.
Wow.
And it was the hit of the show because the finger lights up like in the movie, and then his like heart lights up in his chest and pulses. And everybody was going and taking pictures with their finger touching his finger. Like there was a line of people to take pictures.
Wow.
It's really cool. I thought it was awesome.
That's it. And that's what you do. You pick this up, $4,500.
Yeah, rent it out.
$10 a pop. You rent a booth at
Yeah.
a mall,
Yeah.
and it pays for itself. I'll tell you.
That's right. That's not a bad idea.
This
And
is
I don't know-
stunning. This is stunning, though.
I don't know what other pictures you have, but their Hellboy full-size bust was awesome.
Yeah.
Their full-size Abe Sapien bust was awesome.
I don't have any of those.
Their 1/3 scale unpainted Abe Sapien was awesome. It was a really great booth.
Well, it is impressive. Everything I'm seeing with this piece, it's all. I mean, I saw the pictures you're talking about, and I agree. I think they all looked great. I wasn't sure if they were all licensed or not, so that's why I didn't include all of them. But
I think they are. Yeah.
yeah, I believe they are.
Yeah.
Look at his eyes. You can see the space, like the stars.
That's cool.
If you look,
Isn't that cool?
That's the attention to
cool.
detail is.
That's really cool.
That's a
Yeah.
great catch.
Yeah.
Really great catch.
I just need a bike to put him in, and we're set.
That's right. That's right. This is Eddie. This is just a bust for Sideshow. The premium format's already up for pre-order, and now this one is as well. But this is just the bust. I think this looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're an Iron Maiden fan, this is a must get.
And if you're complaining about Sideshow not having enough variety, here
Yep.
you go.
Yep. Absolutely. And there they are together. So good. We talked about this on our last show, but these are photos from their studio, and I think this looks even better here. This is Infinity Studio half scale, Lord of the Rings, and I just think I'm in love with this thing. I think it looks awesome. Look at that.
So cool.
The teeth.
That's really good.
Yeah, the
Unbelievable.
detail. I mean, this is next level here.
Yep.
Just look at that.
Wow.
I'm so impressed. Getting them painting it. All right, Jeff or Eric, here's your project, sir.
There's your Talia.
We were talking earlier, Dan, that I'm seriously debating sending this to Eric and having him paint it. Did you notice you could take off the back?
Yeah.
I kind of like it with the back, I think.
I like
do
it
too.
with the back.
I like it with the back too. I would leave the back and maybe have you paint the bat signal in there.
Yep.
It's
That would
good to see.
really tell the story, Chris, if you did that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then like all of these white areas would be green for the
Yep.
pit.
For the pit. Can you take that? I don't know what's coming out of her hand. I don't know the character.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The other hand's another sword.
Oh, perfect. There you
So
go.
she's got two swords or that hand.
Okay.
It's good to see if you remove the piece that the weight distribution isn't affected on the base.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
that's a plus.
Yeah, I had no idea that you could take it off. But again, when they sent me that guest review, I was like, wow, it's so cool you could take it off because some people don't like the forced perspective.
Right.
And this way you eliminate that altogether.
That's true.
I thought Sideshow was really smart and it has light up feature in the lantern.
This must be a hit for them. It's got a pretty healthy edition size.
Yes, was it 2000? I think.
It's 1750.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. 1750.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good. That's pretty good
Yeah.
these days.
And she's
Right.
pretty reasonable too, right? Like 5'8".
Yeah, like 600-ish, 625, something like that.
But love the base, love the background. So Eric, I probably most likely will do it.
I don't know if I brought this up in the group or not. Why is there a black line going across the moon?
Oh,
Where?
I
where?
think that's a shadow of the
I
sword.
think
It's a shadow of the sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
remember seeing
it's
that on
not
Facebook.
print-
I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
I was more a little worried with the. It seems from body to like arm to face, the painting's a little bit different. The tone of paint, the skin tone's a
see
little
what
bit.
you're saying.
Yeah, I see it now.
They do that a lot.
That happened with Power Girl as well. That's the only time, and it makes me wonder if they're using a different material now for the
The
portrait.
portraits.
I
yeah.
mean, the only argument you could say is, women wear makeup and maybe she has some foundation on her face.
Yeah.
But that's a good point. I mean, I wonder. I mean, it could be different factories too, but there's a big difference right there.
Yeah, wow.
I'm telling you, that Power Girl portrait is lighter than a normal quarter scale portrait.
Really?
Wow.
Well, maybe they're doing some sort of softer material.
Wow, that's really bad.
Interesting. This was a photo of a recent Sideshow video that they did, but I thought it looked really cool to see the new Iron Spider premium format.
This is promising.
It's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
It's
Very
big.
cool.
That looks big.
And it looks
The
great. doesn't
engineering
it?
here is really good, and what you hear a lot of collectors discussing is they wish they can pull this off with the regular suit. This pose would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool. Looks really good. This is another little piece from PCS, the Street Fighter. We showed the first piece, the last show, but this is the second in the series. These are a smaller scale, but still look cool to me. Getting a little softer in detail.
Is that thing where you can put like 30 of them together?
I think so.
Yeah, 31, and he's actually going to create a base that they can all go on if you want to do that.
Nice.
Crazy. It's true. This is my original art print that I got this weekend.
Correction. That is not a print.
I mean, I'm sorry. Original art. Sorry.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yep.
I was telling them earlier, Dad, he had trouble saying goodbye to it.
Yeah.
He actually did. He's like, I need a minute to say goodbye. And he like,
Is that right?
yeah. Yeah. But I
What
love
comic is it from?
this is from the Two-Face One Bad Day.
One bad
Okay.
day.
And it's cool in the book, but it looks way better here in black and white.
Huh.
In the book, it loses so much detail because of the coloring.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw it. Actually, Big Dave came up to me. I was getting ready to buy that second Gabriel Delato print, the $85 one. And he's like, Chris, have you seen this? And I'm like, show me. And so he had to apologize profusely the rest of the show because I couldn't turn it down. I loved it.
So, Chris, the question is, will you frame it and display it portrait like that or landscape?
So whenever I first saw it, this is the way I viewed it.
Right.
It was like this. And then he signed it down on the bottom here. And then I realized that this is the way it actually is meant to be.
In the book.
So I really don't know. I probably most likely would display it, like this.
I think the other way looks better.
I do too.
But I like it both ways.
I think
they sell frames that you can rotate.
No, really?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll just maybe depend on where I'm going to put it, but I do like it both ways. But yeah, I do like it like this. I mean, this is the way it was funny because whenever I was filming it at first, he had to turn it around up the upright way because I thought this is the way it was supposed to be, like this. Yeah. But I just love it. So that's that. And then I also got the original art from Alan Qua.
I just saw him announced somewhere at a convention coming up. I forget where.
He's one of the nicest guys in the community. Really great artist. And here's me and Javi with the print. Chris, there.
Did he do that? Did he do that Two-Face on site? I forgot to ask you.
Alan?
Did he do that when they were at the convention?
So I contacted him ahead of time and asked him about his rates and if it would be possible to do something. And he said, "Yep, absolutely." He's best friends with Kelvin Loke.
Okay.
You guys know Kelvin from Prime One, Shock Toys. They live right down the street from each other. And so, I've talked to Alan a number of times over the years, met him a couple of different times. And I just reached out and said, "Hey, can you do this?" And he said, "Yep, absolutely." And he would do any character I would want to do. And so I met him Friday and he hadn't done it yet. And he did it overnight, Friday night, and he had it ready for me Saturday morning.
Wow.
So he's very, very talented. So, all right, that's everything.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff tonight. Anything you guys saw that must-haves, or a lot of good stuff tonight?
Well, there was a Wonder Woman, and then there was a Wonder Woman.
Jeez. Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So is that one from Sideshow a premium format, or is there?
It looks like it.
We don't know yet. They haven't said, but everybody is just assuming that it is. I think it'd be smart.
I thought that then maybe they're doing how they did that Marvel line that was like
a bust maybe,
like 1/5.
The Avengers Assemble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I've got the Captain America from that, and they're little bigger than 6. They're a little bit bigger than the Tweeterhead.
Yeah, they're 1/5.
What happens if it's just a bust, like the way they did the Daniel Bell bust?
Could be.
It could be.
Outrage, Eric. Outrage.
It's very possible, but here's the thing: they already did a Wonder Woman in that series,
which would be funny because they did the Daniel Bell Batman bust, which everybody wanted as a statue. They did the Daniel Bell Wolverine, which was really awesome as a bust, which everybody wanted as a statue. It was the same thing. You got that pose like that. It'd be interesting to see if this is a bust now.
It would be good for Jeff because then he'd just have to pick up the one.
Yeah.
That's right. I do personally think it will be quarter scale.
Yeah, I do too.
I really do.
It would be cool if it had switch out upper body rather than heads trying to switch out a head sculpt on something that you don't want to switch ahead.
No neck seams, so no switch out.
We don't want the neck seams. So yeah, a lot of good stuff tonight. While we're here, I want to remind everybody that our next show will be the auction show. So gentlemen, start getting your pile ready. I think there'll be a lot of good stuff at the next show. We might have, and I don't even know if it would just be me or if it'll be the rest of the rogues or whatever we do. If Chad wants to come on and talk about that new piece from Tweeterhead, we might have him and I go on. next week. We'll see. Depends on the schedule and what he has in mind. Again, I didn't have a chance to talk to him today. Also, I'm hoping maybe Dan and I can film a little art video we talked about earlier. That'd be a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
Again, I think we could talk for hours about that and kind of how to go about getting some of this stuff, how to go about getting commissions or whatever, and maybe we can even have Matt Martin on. That would be really cool.
Matt is super knowledgeable on that stuff.
Yeah, so that would be a really fun show, I think, as well, and help learn the community a little bit. Say that again, Eric.
So you're going to break all the secrets?
Yeah, I was going to say, shh, don't tell anybody. I cannot thank Everyday Collector enough for being here. Definitely, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you check out his channel. Give him a sub. I know he is, growing like so many of the other amazing reviewers out there. And again, he's got a great collection. Real positive guy in the community, which I really respect. And so, again, it's great to have you on tonight.
I appreciate that. Thank you, and thanks for inviting me. It was a blast meeting you guys and spending some time with the chat.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can have you on again in the future if you're ever wanting to come on.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And again, it's so great to see Jeff Morris back. I can't say that enough. We've missed you, Jeff, and so I'm really glad that you're here. And hopefully things start settling down a little bit as the summer goes on. That's right. Hopefully things settle down a little bit as the summer goes on. I know how hectic the summer can be. So anyway, just so you know, you are missed. So glad to have you back. And then the rest of the gentlemen, thank you guys as always for being here. Dan, you weren't even supposed to be here, and I'm really glad you had a chance to pop on. So that was a lot of fun.
You said art 3 times, and
that's right. That's what happens. That's what happens. Art 3 times.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Yeah, right. Probably more akin to that. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Anyway, you guys want to say anything else before we head out? Any other news or?
Yeah, congrats to Igo on his recent engagement.
Oh, that's right. David Igo popped the question. I love it. He used like a hairband for the ring, which was I love it. It was really cool because he actually posted kind of a big long memory about his anniversary. And then what was it, the next day or something? He said, "Hey, by the way, I just decided off the cuff to ask Kelly to marry him." So I thought that was really cool. So congratulations to the Igos, and it's very, very exciting. And also again, happy birthday to Chad Colbank at Tweeterhead. Happy birthday to you. And again, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. With that said, we'll see you soon in the back cave. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for watching. Good night.